Tell us when. Not yet. And we are live here at Webb Oval with the A-team. Luke Hosey, Tommy Javor, and welcome Darcy Evans.
Hello, TJ. Luke, what's Luke doing?
He's getting things up and ready. Mate, it is the match of the round, not just in Division 4, but across all of Amateur League. It's 1 versus 2, 2 sets of Rams, both with, let's be honest, promotion ambitions, both coming off good wins. This one is going to be massive.
Can't ask for a better game to live call it there, TJ.
Yes.
Be great to grab Adam Vittler on the way through, though, just get his opinion.
All right. G'day, Adam. Welcome to the show. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, today's game?
Yeah, we know it'll be a challenge. Glenunga have been going really well, and we got a couple of midfielders out today, but we'll be trying our best. Yes,
Jared Clark-Rantassa was absolutely sensational last week, but it was the former Matthew Schmid that really caught my eye. I think he'll be crucial today for you guys. Who for Glenunga have you got your eye on?
Well, we know McMahon's back from the SANFL.
Sample.
Sorry, Tommy. A few things on my mind at the minute. But a lot of the boys know Michael is an ex-Gepps Cross junior. So, Benny Rawlings will get the job on McMahon.
And Rawlings did a great job last week on Robbie Long, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Long's good for key forward. But, Benny always gets the opposition's key forward. So, hoping he can keep Michael quiet. Yep.
And one young fellow that really impressed me last week was the big ruckman, I think, ex-Birdwood boy, Jackie Wood. Tell us a bit about Jack.
Woodsy probably hasn't had the strongest pre-season going around, but we're just trying to ease him back into it. So he'll be starting up forward today and helping Alex out in the ruck when Alex needs to chop out.
Fantastic. Now, all the umpires are lining up behind us. Do you know what that's all about?
It's umpire appreciation round, Tommy. I'm sure you are aware of that important.
Tommy,
couldn't have the game without him. Hey, can't we just say thanks and shake their hand? Or are we not doing a national anthem, are we?
No comment.
Okay, mate. Best of luck today, and obviously you win, you go top, and we'll see you in the bar afterwards for a quiet one.
Tommy, you and the umpires. We're going to start Luke, we're going to start a TJ Care Factor corner, I reckon.
Is that serious?
No.
Appreciation round.
It is. So the umpires for today, this is like TJ's Care Factor round.
Yep.
Simon Farrell and Luke Harrington. So and it is the umpires. It is. So once a year.
I've got a question for you. Are they volunteers or are they getting paid? They're getting paid, right? Isn't it appreciation when the money goes in your bank? I mean, we don't get commentators' appreciation day.
No, they're just saying appreciate the job they do. They're out there. They get abused by spectators. They get abused by players each day. So
we all know that the game can't survive without umpires. We all know
that.
But,
I'm being facetious.
But we don't have players' appreciation round. We're female appreciation. Every week there's a different appreciation round.
What about left footers? What about redheads? We've got to bring in the left footers and redheads appreciation round
too.
That'll be the next thing.
Look,
crap
mate,
that we pop out there.
Phone up Gillen during the week, and I'm sure you'll.
You and I have. He's still an umpire at heart, little ranger. Wayne Knowles has tuned in.
Knowlesy.
Look, Darcy, you and I have umpired plenty of games. There's no doubt about it. But I tell you what, my philosophy was the less you saw and heard from me, probably the better.
That was always, but take the whistle out of your mouth. Just let the game go. Let them play footy. That's what they're out there for on a Saturday. Let them play football. These guys that over-umpire just want to show themselves. No, just let it go. Every now and then blow your whistle if it's an obvious and blatant free kick.
It's getting close to the point in the AFL where the umpires will soon have entrance music and come in through a banner. It seems to. No. But anyway, it is umpires appreciation round. So if you're an umpire and you're listening, thank you for the great work you do. And yes, the biggest thank you is in your pay packet each week. We've got a massive clash here, boys. I'm going to start with tips, please. Start with you, Luke Hosey.
I'm going with Glenunga. I do not think that Gepps will be able to maintain looking after the 3 big tools back there. And, just can't see that.
And now the mic goes down. Darcy Evans.
No, I'm going for Glenunga just because they're at home. Look, Clark-Rantassa's out for Gepps Crossing. That's a massive out today. So I think at home, just by a goal, I think it's going to be a crack of a game today.
Yeah, that loss of the extra midfielder
absolutely
with Schmidt makes it hard.
And I agree, Glenunga, the big match up there, and they've sent someone to Matthew Schmid. They've got Lincoln Bennett has gone to Matthew Schmid, who will blanket him all day. As we're up and away here at Webb Oval, first tap, Gepps Cross, 1 down by Bennett. He comes out of traffic. Quick left foot kick to Glenunga, kicking to the southern end, or that the Pernix end, Luke Hosey? No, it's the Hydra Smart end.
Smart end of the ground.
Gepps Cross will clear. Ball bounces around. Secondary kick there by Kyle Mantonis. Ball comes forward now. Big Fishy Wonky might be first onto it. McMahon with an early touch. Sorry, it's Wonky to McMahon on the right foot from 40. And wow, that's Sammy Abel.
Sam Abel,
me.
Yeah, Sam Abel.
The captain.
It's just not him, it's Sam Abel.
It all happened so bloody quick, mate. It was Wonky to Abel. Goal. Glenunga, first blood at the hydro smart.
That's got to be within the first minute, which Darcy unfortunately has not pressed the time, but that's okay. That's certainly within the first minute.
And in the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard, it's Glenunga 1 straight goal. Gepps Cross next to score as Matty Schmid just gives the hands a big clap, says, come on, boys, let's get this back. In ruck, it's Cathro, who'll be taking on Tommy Baird. Cathro again with the tap, the ex-basketballer. Once again, though, it's Bennett out the middle, centre clearance. Reed on the scene, looking dangerous. Quick kick forward there by Abel again. It's a right foot mongrel bouncing this way, that away. Ball spills ground level. Oh, Darcy, you're on.
No, he goes Ben Rawlings. Ben Rawlings is after it. No, he's just lost that tap. It's gone. And now the snapshot there by, that would be a Beard. Beard just, no, it's just offline for the first point of the game now. So Glenunga won 7 points. So that's all down that end at the moment. The first 2 minutes of the game.
Lincoln Bennett winning 2 clearances out of the centre.
That's huge get. Yep. And interestingly enough, just one of those interesting stats. Thomas Baird, number 5. Interestingly enough, clean shaven.
That's good way to start. Drop mark there, easy one. It should be taken by Matthews. Matthews still got hold of it. He's still controlled, but he's been well held there by Asfar.
Got pushed off the ball far too easily then, Asfar.
Yeah. Well done there. Good contest there by the two boys. And a bit of push and shove. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. So the umpire says, I'll have it.
Release from the Crows this week, Asfar.
Yeah, 2 back.
Umpire throws it up. Good tap down there by the Glenunga player, but picked up well by the 25. That's Schmidt. Schmidt's held well, and the umpire said, no, it's my ball again.
And you can see Schmidt was the match winner last week. They've locked down on him pretty close already. He's got someone with him, and just as I say that, he's loose at the back. But they win the tap down to Reed. Reed, quick kick, goes about 2.5 metres, more like one of his old school Gaelic football hand toes. Of course, Andy Reid, a former South Australia Team of the Year representative in Gaelic football.
Good coaching.
Right. Good on him.
Thanks. He was well coached, that's right.
Jump. But taken out of the rack. It could have been holding the ball there, but it was just tapped out. Everyone, as the crowd says, holding the ball as well.
Yep.
Number 4 taken by, I reckon that's by Lacombe.
Larkham. That was Mickey McMahon that came up over the top. He set up the first goal. He's come over the top. You can just see the impact he's having already. Had good form for the Crows in the 4 weeks he played. Very handy get for Glenunga. Glenunga should release out the back to Isvaha. Good block there by Gepps Cross. They're working. They hunt as a unit. That's the young fella that had a good game last week. Is it Childs? It is Prince Harry lookalike.
So Verpreck's got hold of it. He was slammed to the ground. The
I beg your pardon.
Slammed to the ground, I said. And the umpire said, no, I'll have it. He could not get it out of there. Not enough time to get it out. And
of course, Darcy doesn't have Tourette's. That was Dylan Verpreck for Gepps Cross, number 13. Punched there by Glenunga. Secondary punch player held as Svarha held. No, he's gone the other way. He said Josh Matthews is being held. Holding each other there. That's why I didn't
give
know.
it back. It's going to be a 25. Yeah. No, he
Guy
gives
Ward,
it back okay.
Clever play, just stalls a bit. Matthews, front hot spot, but it's all leading up was Clark Rantassowitz. Chopping it off was a Glenunga defender. Pushing back now, ball spilling, ground level, pack forms, it comes out, it's released. Glenunga should release it here. Good tackle, that might be holding the chutney. No, it's not, play on. Quick kick at the goal, beautiful play there.
Ben's their captain. That was a great kick. Just a left foot snap that was. And that's now Gepps Cross on the board. 1 goal to Glenunga, 1 goal 1. So that's a good play there by the captain. Snapshot quick. Left footer. Is it not left footer?
No, he's a right footer.
Right footer just happened on his left.
Yes. Had a very good game last week. Kicked a couple of goals and spent 5 or 6 years. Spent some time at Salisbury West, but is back at Gepps Cross now and the captain.
At the Gepps Cross defence, they're really horribly undersized, as most sides are playing Glenunga. But yeah, that does worry me when it's a dry day. Interesting
stat, boys. Early doors. Both goals are from both teams' captains, although Glenunga have co-captains. As we see Beard up against Cathrobe. Ball kind of falcons one of the ruckmans in the head. Comes down to Ward. Ward quick release handball. Quick tackle by Gepps Cross, and we'll have a secondary ball up Darcy Evans.
Yes, that was. Now, look, we already started 5 minutes in. We're seeing these two top teams contesting. Pretty tough at the ball at the moment, guys. So we are going to see a crack for a game. It is. Umpire throws up, knocked down well there. No, Gepps Cross taken out by number 9. That was Bald.
Yep.
Bald just quick on his left boot. Hit no one in particular, but well picked up there by, that would be Gibbs.
Yep.
Gibbs is turning, swifting. Now he's handballed out.
From the pocket, 45 metres out. Oh, don't tell me, Jackie Gibbs. What an absolute star, the young man. He's elusive, Darcy. I called it as he picked the ball up.
What a crack
He went
shot.
this way.
Well done.
He went that way. He changed that many bloody directions. He kicked 2 goals last week. Former Gepps Cross Junior, and he's on the board here with an early one.
It's like the Shane Warne ball of centuries. Everywhere it turned, twisted, went round, and what a cracker shot. That's got to be... Yeah, that's on the film there. Could be one of the... absolutely. So
well, I'm calling it, Darcy. That's goal of the day.
Absolutely. We're 6 minutes in. There's goal of the day already. But no, what a cracker. Young Gibbsy.
Oh,
and,
okay.
We're back at 2 goals. So
just
we'll
before just a quick one, Das, brand new listeners today, all the way from Mount Gambier. Big hello to
nice guy, guys.
Yes, to Zach Lean and Kate, soon to be Lean. Great to have you listening here as the ball goes up here. Gepps Cross win it down, but again Glenunga with a clearance. Quickly out the centre. Good looking kick there, although effective kick, I should say. Who was it? Sorry, Hose? Guy Ward, former North Adelaide player. Look for Mick McMahon. Bit up and under. Oh, umpire.
Not sure that was.
Oh, umpire. I tell you what, Mickey McMahon appreciates the umpires for that call. He was out of position. He just allowed himself to get carried forward a little bit by Rawlings and quick kick to the full forward area. Looks for Fishy Wonky. He's caught behind.
Oh, well in front there. Good in front there. I think that looks like Josh Bold, is it?
Number 9? Ricky Smith, and he gets a 25. Yep. They call him the Shrek. Not sure why, but they do. Okay.
He's a skinny ready. The Shrek coming
rotation with the Glenunga Rovers. They're changing off a wing where Henke is changing with Hasfara on a wing. That's an odd one.
Yeah, Hasfara actually spoiled Henke there himself. Just a bit of voice was needed there, Darcy Evans.
Yeah, so Guy Ward there, the Crows top-up player, just gets tackled and thrown to the ground. So the umpire said, no chance to get it out, so I'll have a ball up, fellas. Umpire again throws it up. Good contest there by the ruckman. Yes, there was a good hold. Now that's a hold, and that's definitely holding that one. It's easy.
That's his second free kick, young Asfaha. Maybe just getting ahead of himself. This is Matty Schmidt. Watch this guy use the ball. Dangerous. And he kicks a disco biscuit. Isn't the bloody way all the time? And he's gone. He looked for Rantassa, ball spills, and another free kick. He's called holding the ball. And I'll tell you what, it's great to have our listeners and our watchers around Australia at the moment. Apparently, it's coming through loud and clear. It's great. We're getting there, Hosey Media, and we're calling the game of the round. I build this one as a Ramalama Ding Dong battle because it's an absolute cracker between 1 and 2. 2 Rams, yes, good kick, good lead up, and Mark there. I can't see who that is. It might be Prosser. He gives a quick kick down the wing. They come left foot. That looks like Fish Wonky, is it? No, it's someone with an awkward. Sammy Abel. He spins around on the right foot, kicks an ugly kick, but to the hot spot. There's Wonky leading in the race to the ball. Overruns it. Oh, that's a bit of a throw from the Glenunga player. Comes out to Gepps Cross. They'll clear to half back, and they do. Darcy.
Okay, we're out now. Oh, that was half back. Slammed to the ground again. That Gepps Cross play will be called another ball up by the umpire. Maybe a bit high there, but no, the umpire said, no, I'll just have a ball up. So another ball up we see, we're probably the far side here, the furthest away from us you can. Umpire balls up. Probably no one in particular has got, oh, number 9, that was a good tap out the ball. Ball, yeah, he said it again. Again, another handball out. This is a chance for Glenunga to go into their forward line. And good mark there by 17, that is Harford.
Well done, Jackie Harford.
Teacher at PAC, your old school there, you taught there,
I did.
DJ. Yes, indeed. So, probably a bit high there. Umpire said again, play it on. Gepps Cross bring the ball out again. Nice handball. Probably no one in particular has gone out of bounds on the very far side, as we keep saying, of the in front of us in the far side of the ground.
If you watch Ash Benz too at stoppages, now he's already worked out that Glenunga's sit 3 in behind the ruckman. And Ben's
don't look at us, mate.
There. So he's, he actually is sitting in there waiting for the tap to come back. So, yeah, good smart work from Benz. He's the only one to have worked it out so far.
Yeah, we've got Gepps Cross hitting their centre-half forward line, a big form.
Big pack.
Big pack there flies.
Ball spills. Well read there again. There's Kovacic. Robbie, Big Rob they call him, spins onto his right. But Glenunga just in front in the back lines here. They should clear. Good sweeping run here and release. He's run all of his 15 as Gepps Cross supporters. They require how far? And over the shoulder there, free kick to Jesus Christ. No, sorry, it's not Jesus Christ. It's CJ Inglis, the Jesus Christ lookalike.
He does, doesn't he? He's got no nickname there.
He's Jesus with the blonde rinse. And I am Catholic, so I can say it.
Boy from the Riverland, of course.
Kicks to Asfaha. Here comes Asfaha.
Crows top-up player. He's been in the game today, probably given away some silly free kicks. But
nice hit-up little kick. Back to CJ Inglis. Well worked. They're at the wide centre wing, wide half forward flank. Again, another nice hit-up kick here. They're working it nicely. Brant Ellis swings onto the right. He'll look for the big fishy. Big fishy flies. Ball spills. Doss Reed from the pocket. Oh, I think it's gone just across the face. Oh, no, it hasn't. Look at him celebrate. Oh, it's like he opened a Kinder Surprise and found a gold nugget. And here he comes to the bench, Andy Reid.
He's straight off the ground. He kicks one of the nearly close to the goal a day. I think the other one.
And every captain has kicked a goal at this early stage. Andy Reid just gives us a little fisty pump there. Beautiful. Well read there. He knows, of course, great mates with the big fish Wonky. Knew where to run, knew where to hit the spot, and well done. And just quick shout out to Wayne Knowles, who's listening, and of course, a bit of a tribute back a few minutes ago to the great Rabs Warren. And I think he's dead now. That's why it's a tribute.
And the score on the Holy Heaven and Firm scoreboard, we've got Glenunga's 2-1-13 to Gepps Cross 2 goals straight 12.
It's close. It's a 1-point ball game.
Back in the centre of the ground now. Gepps Cross should pick this up well. Oh, he's probably held without the ball there. That was Schmidt again. Handballs out well. He handballs out to Carthrow. Carthrow sends it on the foot, or downfield it will be.
Yeah, that was silly.
That was Lincoln Bennett after the play. You'd see that if you're watching the live stream, and he'd well and truly got rid of the ball. And if you're going to do something tough, at least be effective with it, and it was neither.
Well, Clark Van Tessa on the far side there.
This boy has got an absolutely beautiful kick. He's 45 metres out near the boundary. Watch this, Darcy Evans. He'll go left post, and she'll sail over the umpire's hat.
Oh,
doesn't make a distance.
No, it doesn't. And in front, the Glenunga player was in front, 23.
Play in front, get rewarded.
Give a Blake a wrap.
Yeah, what he is kicking into that tricky 2-goal breeze, and it was from the tricky pocket. Having said that, Jackie Gibbs nailed a beauty from there before. As they come out. Near side. Ugly kick. Schmidt underneath it. All class. Schmidt with his 4th or 5th touchdown.
Plays on quickly. He's going to have a shot. Oh, that's a terrible kick. Sprays that one totally. It's out of bounds on the full.
Not going to talk up any more players.
That's at the Pernix end of the ground and straight out of bounds on the full.
One-point ball game here early, boys. You get the feeling it'll be close for most of the game. And then one team should break away late. Well done, Mickey McMahon. He's pushed up 40 metres out from his own defensive goal. So he's pushed up the length of the ground, playing a high half-forward role.
Rawlings has followed him all the way down too, which is good defensive work.
I like Rawlings. I reckon he's a good no-nonsense player. Great kick, Mickey McMahon. Made Lincoln Bennett come to him. Didn't kick to Lincoln Bennett, kicked to the space. Bennett honoured it. Bennett will look to switch. Beautiful sounding kick. Look at the timing on that kick. Looks for and finds Sammy Abel on the far side. They're out now. CJ Inglis might get on the end of this. He hits up, beautiful kick. Open up Guy Ward. And I'll tell you, they're definitely kicking with a breeze towards the Hydro Smart Pure Water. Pure with water, Hydro Smart. And
Wunky's calling it in. Wunky said going long. Will Wunky... He's going to make a lead. He's just saying,
I reckon he's going to kick from 50 to 55, Hose, definitely. Obviously, we can't see.
I'm going to back him in.
Well, I'm not saying nothing because I couldn't pick my nose at the moment.
I'm going to back him in. I reckon he'll get that.
Yeah, Wunky's going back, saying, have a shot from here. If it drops short, I'll be there.
If I pick my nose, I'd poke myself in the eye right now. Guy Ward gets
Sends
it.
No,
a bit up and under, bit of left and right.
Oh, hang on. I think a few. McMahon was underneath it, so was what they all went up. Spoiled each other.
Ambushed him.
And now Gepps Cross come away with it. Running out to Evans. Evans, a great name, that one, Evans. He's picked it up, but no, it's out of bounds on the far side now as we talk.
Brett Evans, the dozer they call him, just leads it out of play. 1-point ball game here at Webb Oval. Any thoughts or feelings, emotions, Luke Hosey, early on?
No, I'm just watching, just trying to get the right matchups, and I think the Brian Lees has done quite well. He's matched up on Schmidt. He's got the right person, I think, for Clark Rantassa. Yeah, so he's obviously done his homework during the week.
Could the bloke that owns the kid behind me that's yelling at us please take him away? Okay, Sammy Abel leaves in the race to the ball, half forward. Oh, the spinneroonie, but he's tied up. He releases the handball. The umpire says, that'll do. You'll appreciate me. It's my round. Ball it in. Thanks very much. 55 metres around from the Glenunga goal, Darcy Evans.
Yeah, so that was could have been on purpose there, out of bounds, but the umpire said, no, I'll throw it in the bound drop as he does. Not a bad throw by the little fella over there. Ball still no in particular, spilled out. Gepps Cross player picks it up. He's going to send it along into the centre, right in the centre line, but in front is always been probably pushed out there. Was dropped by Henke. Henke, and the ball's spilled to the ground, and everyone's jumped it. And umpire again says, "I'll ball this one up."
Yep. Jack Wood's come on. He's now in the ruck for Gepps Cross. We talked about him in the pre-game. Coach said he hasn't had the best pre-season, but he's going to be a vital asset. Early signs have been good from Luke Charles, number 43 from Gepps Cross. There's Schmid, ducks his head, tries to work his way through. That's holding the chutney for mine, but the umpire says no prior opportunity.
Oh, Prince Charles. Charles played pretty well last week too.
Prince Harry, mate. Prince Harry.
Yep.
And we've got Alex Cathro waiting to come back on for Gepps, and Xavier Lacrome, he's waiting as well. So
Xavier Larkham.
Xavier, that's my English. Yeah. Larkham, but he's waiting to come on. But anyway, there's... everyone's... what's going to happen here? No, the umpire said, I'll ball this up again.
He's staged for that free, didn't he?
It's just in Xavier Larkham wishes to be called Javier. Javier Larkham.
Okay, we're back in the centre of the ground, or just far the centre of the ground. So this is about the umpire's third ball up in a matter of 2 minutes.
Player after
we're about to enter the
forever to be known
15-minute mark of this first quarter.
If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? Well done.
Correct. Oh, well taken out. Schmidt. He sends it along into their full forward line. Pack forwards. Oh, a bit of a push in the back there. That's a bit high too. Yeah, the umpire did see that one.
Yeah, got him just over the shoulders.
Yeah, Clark Rantassa, a bit over exuberant there, was it?
Oh, yeah, just head over the ball though.
Yeah,
you're going to get the
free
free kick.
arm over the shoulders.
Yeah. And really well worked there by, that was, of course, Liam Bennett, the backman, as opposed to Link, who's doing a job on Schmid. Yeah. Schmid's just got away a little bit in the last couple of minutes as Glenunga just clear around the far side. Big Robbie Kovacic on the mark. Can he jump up and catch it? No. As we go now to the wing area. Good play. Glenunga, again, they're in position to take a lot of marks. Haven't taken them all yet, but Gepps Cross work it nicely through...
35. Jack O'Neill, that was.
Yeah, Jack O'Neill. He's got his number changed.
He did. Couldn't find number 35, yeah, could you?
But Glenunga will clear now. Well done. It's Faha. Watch out. They're coming for you, Aaron. He gets a quick kick. It's an ugly kick. Bit of a panic ball in the end. Gepps Cross will clear. Here he is. Here's Big Robbie. Good contest. Javier Larcombe. He keeps his eye on the ball whilst Rob Kovacic goes for the man, and Glenunga will now
That was good
clear.
eyes there. Gone backwards and found the man going backwards. Yep. So well done there.
Faha looking for the hit-up kick. Probably a bit short. Interesting kick. Again, the kick making the player work, and well read.
Middleton.
Beautifully done there.
Middleton.
Yeah, Lockie Middleton.
Oh, that's probably an FAD. Yeah,
it
definitely,
is.
mate. You don't do that. That was silly. That was
oh, we're right between the two benches.
Mate, that was shirt front there. You don't do that. That was silly. No argument there whatsoever. So
Abel 60 metres out, looks for, won't find. Good cut off there.
Not a good kick.
Yeah, Jack Wood just on the scene in the nick of time, relieving play to Benz. He could give away 25 here. He's very arguing.
That was a handball.
No,
he got that wrong.
Umpire just let the game go, as we said before.
Oh, he called Jack Wood for a throw, did he?
Yeah, he called him for a throw.
Yeah. Well, obviously, Emmanuel on the video is probably going to have the best look at it, better than us. But if that was a throw, then I'm a ranger like you, Das.
He motioned the throw, so yeah, I can see where he'd be.
So we've got Lincoln Bennett. He's probably about 40 out, just on the 45-degree angle. He will have a shot.
Not the best kick for goal, it should be said. So he probably will kick this now.
He's sprayed. It's going to be out.
He's kicked it right into the international high school toilets.
Yes, and out of bounds on the full, right over the...
Straight into the water tap at the Hydro Smart end of the ground.
Oh, punter plenty, yes. Yes, that wasn't smarter with data. Of course, that is the other end. And on the scoreboard, it is a one-point ball game in the favour of Glenunga, the home team leading by a point here. Relieving kick, Das will come from Matthew Swalinski. Now, they do call him the squealer. We've had that. We're not being offensive here, or squeak.
Just sounds the
same. It sounds like a squealer.
That's all it is. So, now, Sam Abel's got no nicknames, so we're going to find him one by the end of the game, boys. So
yes.
Pack forms in front. It's good kick there out. Now, dropped in no in particular. Who's run after that would be number Abel again.
Yeah. No,
Abel, he ran over it. Oh, yeah. Ball's gone pop
up this way, that away. Quick play inside out. Check side kick.
Another great
goal. There it is. There's a touch of class.
Awesome goals here today, fellas. Just some. That was a right foot banana bender or something.
Yeah, it was a right foot check side on the run from Aaron Asfaha. He pointed it just to the left of the left goal post, and it came back in beautifully. 35 metres out in the run, Darcy.
Here's one for you. The big ruckman, Josh Orkin, who played for
the modifier.
Yep. He is currently in Colombia. He FaceTimed me last night. He said, I have to call.
Did he say talking in the microphone by any chance?
He said, Mickey McMahon, he has to be called the Syrian badminton expert.
So, but no idea why, though.
That means why, but
it's a bit wordy, modified. It's a bit wordy.
He's going to be listening from Colombia.
And look at Andy Reid, the creepy bastard, just sneaking over the... Oh, here he comes. Being matched up now by Prince Harry.
Yeah.
Yes, and as we see, Wonky wins the tap down, but quickly set upon as the Glenunga player. In the middle there, is that Greats? No, I'll wait till he turns around. Might be Bennett, is it? It is actually Middleton. And we'll have another ball up. There's the quick kick out the ruck by the Fish to McMahon. McMahon will look for Reid. This way, that away. Reid provides the shepherd. McMahon on the right. Should look for Prosser.
Good spoil. Good spoil.
Oh, interesting little toe poke. Doesn't quite work. Here's Reid. Reid will converge with pace. Oh, the Gepps Cross player has come in at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Strong football. He said, I'm taking this ball. Well done, young fella, Troy Mordaunt.
As they switch the other side of the ground. Underneath is Matthews. Matthews probably, he's going to get the free kick out a bit high over, Ashafar said, he should have watched that because he played on around Ashafar. So anyway, and ball drops short. Another free kick. Just they're going to play. They're going to. What's the umpire going to do? They're going to play on.
They are a bit technical, but they're there.
It's there, but quite correct. So you can see the Glenunga play there going, just a tap umpire, just let it go. So James Clark ran test. He's going to have a shot. He's probably very slight angle, but he's probably about 40 metres out. He's going to have a shot. He'll probably, I'll take over this one. I reckon he's going to nail this one. I reckon it's going to go right over the top. He's got the bit of a breeze with him. Sends it in. Is a very good looking kick. It's held just up. It goes through for a goal. Perfect kick there by Clark Rantassa, and that's very good going. It's 3-goal straight to Glenunga. It's 18 points to Glenunga now, 3-goal 1.
Yes, on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard there, Darcy Evan. It's a 1-point ball game. This game is everything we expected and more. All individual goal kickers. Clark Rantassa, the man with the big strong hands, getting amongst it just there. But he's the first forward to kick a goal today. The first key forward. I guess you call Jack Gibbs. Jack Gibbs off.
How old is that now? Poor guy. He's
more
passed on recently.
It's a 1-1 worrying sign for Aaron Asfaha. He's kicked a beautiful goal. He's given away 3 free kicks. He's coming back a grade. Obviously, you can get a bit ahead of yourself. So let's keep an eye on him. He's playing right in front of us. So, but doing some good things, but mixed in with some bad. So
just watching him there, they got a bit of a 3-way going between Xavier Larkham, with, Javier and Asfara, and number 14.
Kovacic. Or Kovacic, as our good friend Wayne Knowles says. So beautiful centre clearance there from Lukey Childs. Kovacic is 50 metres out. Doesn't look confident, but he's going to go back. He swings around on the right. Fast plays it. It's a strong-looking kick. It's up. It's marked right on the line. And that's Clark Rantassa. Plays on from a metre out.
Great goal.
Kicks a sausage roll. That's their second back-to-back goals for Gepps Cross. And on the Harley Heaven Fern scoreboard, Gepps Cross take the lead. 4 straight goals. It's Glenunga. 3 goals, 1. Here at Webb Oval, it's a 5-point ball game. Darcy Evans.
Yep, 22 minutes gone. The umpires, something's going on here. So
all over the fence at the
over the fence, that's what it was. So the new ball thereafter. So, but 22 minutes gone in this first quarter. So probably still 5 minutes to go. You would think there's a few goals being scored.
Really trying to stretch them now. Beard's gone to full forward and Big Fish Wonky into the ruck. So they're really trying to stretch this just across the fence.
Just quickly around the grounds in the AFL. It's Essendon by 6 points over the Hawks. It's the Suns by 4 points over the Dogs. Oh, here comes a ball. And Darcy Evans, you're on.
Okay, umpire throws it up. Wonky, very high Wonky. He probably may have given away a free. The foot went up, which shouldn't have. He needed him in the appendage, if you can say that one, I think. So the number 8 there in Carthrow is pretty sore at the moment.
In the old Jets crackers.
Yes, the Jet. That's the one. He said, nice looking kick. Sends along a bit of pushing and shoving down there. And the umpire, did he see it? Yeah, he did see that. There was a push in the back.
Against Clark Rantassa. They should clear to the near side.
So Ellis definitely should have taken that one. But he's dropped it. They may get out of this. So Ellis again, he's picked up. Good handball there. Now we're away. Now, so 33, that's a Booney. Booney, 41. JB, that's the one.
Good pick up there, or attempted pick up. Well played there. He attacked the ball. He made a beeline for the ball. The ball was in dispute. He at least halved the contest and made it his own. Very quickly, South Adelaide by 14 points over Centrals. North Adelaide by 14 points over Adelaide. Scores in the Sandfall.
Can't pick Sandford at the moment. They're all over the shop. But anyway, we're back into this game here. So quick snap away by someone. But it's
Gibbs.
Gibbs just sitting ball by himself. There, handles out quickly.
Andrew Tanner
that was Polky on. Is that Polky on that sends it in? But he was.
There's Gibbs.
Gibbs again. So
piss off, Jack Gibbs on.
But again, we're going to have Glenunga. They're going to have a chance to clear away now. That was probably dropping the ball now. Umpire didn't see it. Ellis again. Handballs out. They play on there.
There's a bit to do. You follow the play. I'll follow the fight.
There's a fight going in. There's all sorts. Now, it's going to go right over the top of the fight, this ball.
Good mark there.
That was a very good mark there
Joshy
by
Greats. Had a quiet first quarter. Here they come now. Asfaha should lead back up at him. Back up at him, Aaron. Right at him now, Aaron. And he does. He listens to Coach Javor. He gets the ball.
Wonky overruns it back to Faha. Over to Wonky. Can Wonky bend down and grab it? No, he's not.
They'll get it. CJ English. And they've got the release on the outer side. Yep. They're playing that well. They're playing the width of the ground well. They should forward. Here's Reed, is it? No, it's Bennett. The other Bennett. Lincoln Bennett.
They switch at every opportunity, don't they? Coming out there.
And players running out. And they've got release and overlap now. And again, and it all started with Asfaha making the play and leading back up at the player. You can't run away from the play all the time. You've got to lead up, create the contest. They did. Created a switch on the outer side, Luke Hosey, and it was always going to end up in a shot at goal. And it does.
There's Wonky's going to take the lead. Is he going to? No, he's going to miss him altogether. He's going to have a shot there. Wonky's not happy.
Series
it's Abel. Sammy Abel with a...
so it was 2. Abel, sorry.
Abel come out with leads, so there was strong leads coming
up and under kick. It's all Gepps Cross back there. Ball hits the ground, though. Ground level. Anyone's ball, they fight. It might be out of play, is it? It is out of play. And we'll have a ball in 10 metres around from the Glenunga goal, who currently trail by 5 points at home, just around from their goals. The Hydro Smart Pure Water Shop end. Pure water? Why drink crap water? Drink pure water.
Ricky Smith playing fullback.
Beautiful tap. Beautiful shot. That's Guy Ward on the left foot. Straight through the high diddle. And every goal today has been a part of the highlight reel just about.
On the boundaries and everything today. Just what a great.
Everyone talks about the the really good players here like Andy Reid, McMahon, people like that. But got this guy Ward, he is a really good footballer.
Yeah, he also was a Crows top-up player. An interesting statistic, it's hard to say, about Guy Ward, Luke Hosey, is he does not drink. I assume he drinks water or he'd be dead, but he does not drink alcohol. So well done. It takes a lot of
no, he is a very, very
discipline.
Good player, this lad. Yeah. Don't know much about him, but he gets a lot of the footy every week.
As the ball goes up, we have scores from out of grounds at quarter time. Wonky stays down, gets the tap, but there's Schmid with his 7th or 8th touch. He's brilliant. On his left foot, right foot, doesn't matter. That left foot goes 35, 45 metres maybe.
It's holding the ball.
It should be holding the ball.
Josh
running
Gratz
out.
got caught.
Yeah,
Well, another left foot snap there. It's going to hit a bit of tussling there.
That was
forward, but it's hit the deck. It's going to run out of bounds, we think now, as it does. So good contest there.
Yeah, good turn of pace there by Manning, a recovery to get to the ball first.
Yeah, that was holding the nut, though.
Yeah.
If that was in the centre of the ground up, I would have paid it.
Yeah, the young lad, Gratz, just got caught there. Thought he'd get away with it, but he got caught. Good tackle there too. He dragged to the ground.
Ball in just around from the Gepps cross goal here.
Perhaps probably the last shot. We're in the 27-minute mark now, so probably not long to go. A few minutes, maybe a minute.
Gepps cross with a chance here. Kovacic gives off. Good release there. Here's Childs. Childs tries to break the tackle. Gets a handball out, but it spills to Glenunga, and they will clear through Liam Bennett. Yeah, Liam Bennett looks for Reid. Reid's got the pace. There's no doubt about that. And he gets there first and he'll escort it over the line, will he? He does in front of Polkinghorne. And we'll ball up. True centre wing position, outer side. Good to see a decent crowd on the outer side. Certainly plenty of people on this side. Tons of people down the barbecue. Of course, trying to get through Luke Hosey down there. But and all the way around up the top there. Really good crowd here at Webb Oval for this 1v2 clash. Yeah, beautiful day for football. I wouldn't rather be anywhere else, even if he wasn't paying me.
700 or 800, do you reckon?
Yeah.
It's a great crowd, absolutely.
There's 120 on the playground, so beautiful playground, and my daughters are coming down for a little play later on. So, yeah.
Where are we? Far side again, umpire. Good tap there by Wonky. Wonky, he does
tap.
find Middleton. Middleton is going to snapshot in and a great kick there.
Well done.
He's nailed Abel. Sam Abel.
Abel's looked dangerous today with the new fluoro green wheels on. He's going to line up from 45 metres out in a reasonably acute angle. But this is one of those things where he's would have had this kick 50 to 100 times at training this year. So there's no reason why he can't kick this. And I'm backing him in, Sammy Abel, the co-captain. After the siren too.
McMahon and Prosser all playing at full forward, all making strong leads out, doubling back, figure eights. Yeah, so they've got
close to the man on the mark, high up and under kick.
Got it.
Goal umpire just goes to his right. Yes, he has got a point, Luke Hosey. And our quarter-time score on the Hydro Harley Heaven firm scoreboard is Glenunga 4-2-26 to Gepps Cross 4 straight goals, 24. Luke Hosey, this is everything we thought it would be and more.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to get a few of the matchups down there. Ricky Smith has gone to fullback. He's taking whoever goes to fullback. Rawlings is following McMahon wherever he goes around the ground. So that's obviously preordained. That's obviously Adam Vittler's setting for that. So I still think they're undersized though, and that's quite obvious. You know, they're still undersized back there in that back half. So I still think as the game goes on, there's an old saying.
They don't get any shorter.
They don't get any smaller. And, you know, you can play well in the first quarter, second quarter, but as the game gets on, they don't get any shorter, and the ball gets coming in long and strong. And I think Glenunga are one of the best sides in Division 4, if not the best side we've seen. I don't know if Gepps are going to have the defenders to match them. Yeah.
Time will tell, Luke Hosey. Goal kickers at this early stage for Glenunga. It's all singles to Aaron Asfaha, Guy Ward and co-captain Sammy Abel and Andy Reid. Whilst for Gepps Cross, Captain Ash Benz has kicked one, Jack Gibbs has kicked an absolute beauty from the pocket, and James Clark Rantassa has kicked a brace. Just quickly, back in the sample as Darcy Evans out at the huddle there, just having a little listen, having a little squeezy majig. It's Central's trailing South Adelaide by 14 points at Hicken Ian Botham, whilst North Adelaide, as expected, too strong for the Crows at this stage, lead by 3 goals. So, Hose, have you got any scores from local football, or is it a little bit early, perhaps?
A little bit early.
In the AFL, it looks like there could be a couple of upsets here, certainly, at least if you speak to the bookies. It's Essendon by 7 points at half-time over the Hawks. Obviously, still plenty to play out in that one. Whilst in the third quarter, this one's in Melbourne because Gold Coast can't play anywhere but away from home at the moment. It's the Western Bulldogs, 5-6-36. The Gold Coast Suns, 6-9-45. Perhaps an upset on the cards right there.
Yeah, no scores are filtering in just yet. So But we do get them throughout the day, so yeah, we'll update our listeners.
Yes.
Where do you see these two sides sitting? You know, I've said that I think Glenunga's the best side in Div 4 that I've seen. I think Gepps are the second best side I've seen. Where do you see them sit in the pecking order?
Yeah, well, at the start of the year, and I'm allowed to bet on. I'm not allowed to bet on Sandford with my job. Obviously, I am allowed to bet on AFL, and I can do whatever I want socially. And I have put a carton on Glenunga to win the premiership before the season started. Yeah. I like the list. I like the management of the club, and I love the coach Brian Lees. I mean, we've seen Glenunga blow a 30-point lead in round 1 at half time, and we didn't see Brian Lees lose his shit, basically. No. He was still educating and coaching his players and learning lessons. Yep. They didn't panic at the end of the game. For me, everything about this club, it just screams success and good management. And so often, Hose, you've been around footy clubs forever. Management is everything. The way that you can have the cattle, but without good management. They've got the cattle, they've got the management. There's plenty of upside. I liked what I saw from Edwardstown in round 1, obviously, to beat them. And I like Gepps Cross. They're the big three. Kilburn, from what I saw the other day, are not there a touch below. Those three, and we haven't seen every team in the middle.
Kilburn are a fair way behind the pack, I think.
Yep, and I think from there, Eastern Park are going to be strong at home, but are nowhere near. I mean, they lost to Smosh West Lakes last week away. Yeah. So
it's hard to say without seeing them. That's the hardest thing.
I mean, these two teams are 1 and 2. It's only an early snapshot of the season. We're just nearly a quarter of the way through the season, but I wouldn't be surprised if these two teams are the two that battle it out at the end of the year.
You know, coaching is also about getting a group together, a group of people. So there's Brian Lees, but he's got David Pittman, obviously former Crows bloke. But a really good get for him this year has been Rocky Butterworth. Now, they picked up Rocky as the football director. Now, he's been coaching all of his life. Great football man. You know,
I mean, he's coached Div 2. He's coached
Div 1. Coached at Prince Alfred.
Okay.
You know, he's coached at Rosewater, CBC, all those clubs.
Yep.
Out in the Riverland, etc., etc. So you got an experienced football man, also looking over things. You know, just giving a little bit of advice and that. So I think that's where they've added off field and on field. Obviously, they picked up a lot of good footballers. So
yeah. No, all things looking good. And we'll just hear from Darcy Evans in a moment. Just looking at the midfield matchups in this half, and again, I thought Glenunga were maybe going with the assistance of a breeze. I could be wrong, but in the midfield we've got Ward, Javier Larcombe, and Lockie Middleton. So they're rotating plenty.
Between the wing, wing interchange and on the ball, half forward.
We'll get to you in a sec. We'll get to you in a sec, Darcy. We've got Schmid, Benz. It looks like Cathro and. Can't see the other one for Gepps Cross as our midfield battles. We just start. We'll come to Darcy Evans. We'll give you the quarter time wrap in a minute, and we'll get a secondary ball up. Darcy, you're on.
Yeah, no, he just said the coach just said, look, he's
hang on, Darcy. Darcy, now you're on.
Now I'm on. No, he's very, very happy with that quarter. He just said we stuck to the game plan, did what we had to do. Everyone's doing their job on each of the players. Just got to shut down probably when they go into their forward line a little bit better. So, but he's very happy with that quarter. There's nothing untoward there. Stick to the game plan. That's what we said. And we should run over the top of them. Just keep that intensity up.
At stoppages now with Schmidt, they've taken Linkben off him, but I can't see who's gone to him though. But he's getting tagged.
Now, Nick Wonke's fractured his foot. That's why he's out today and out for one game, they reckon. So he's a Wonke they don't like sit on the sidelines like even as Michael played for Eagles. He hated sitting on the boundary line, even though.
Did Michael miss a game once because he scorched his arm on fish and chips? No, that was Grenville Dietrich, who fell on a pizza box riding to training. True story.
Back to the
had the joys of coaching Grenville.
I knew that was coming.
No, that's it. I know Grenville.
Did he ever have a beer?
Oh, it was always entertaining with Grenville.
Yeah. He could drink like no other man. So anyway, as a ball, one down by Baird, but quickly tackled there. Good play there. Good tackle by Benz, the captain. Does all the little things. That's why he's so popular at Gepps Cross.
Now Javier's now picking up Schmidt at all the stoppages. So I think this could be a bit of a joint tag on Schmidt.
And then you see Wood up over the top, that back palm to Prince Harry, the man we call Lukey Childs, to full forward. Good, strong mark. Big Bobby Kovacic. Or Kovacic, perhaps, is it?
That was a good mark right in front. It was
and 25 metres. Well,
what do you think that was for?
I think Tommy Edwards might have said, I had a hand in that.
I reckon he did too. That's my award.
And this makes it an absolute certainty as he'll line up from 12 metres out now. And he may even go to Joe the Goose here. Watch out, will he? No, there's no one on the mark. That is interesting.
Just tap that one through. Why don't they just stand the mark? But I I thought that bloke did touch in front, but that's okay.
So did he.
Yeah, exactly. It said a few words, and the umpire said...
I think the umpiring today is probably a bit technical all year. I think all year has been pretty good, but today I think it's just pretty technical.
I think when the player was just saying, my hand was there, I think I touched the umpire. He's just 25.
We don't know what he said. He might have also said it's the same hand I touched your mum with.
Just little things though today, they're just a bit technical.
Let the game go, that's okay.
Yes, and we're going to see, again, a lot of midfield rotation. So now in there, we've still got the same 8 in there. As Cathro versus Baird. Cathro wins the tap down, but one down, well read there by the Glenunga player whose body is shielded, and it is, I think...
Big Tommy Baird's improved his ruck work since the first game we saw him, and he was trying to lock arms, and but there again, he just tried to do then. So
it was Ward. So, carry on, and well one there. We could play.
Wolski, he sends it into the centre forward line.
Kovacic runs out. There. He does release. He loves to run, take the ball and release. Fighting hard there. He wanted that ball. Well done, Childs. I like Childs. 2 weeks in a row. Started well again. Good kick there, Guy Ward. Left foot kick down the line. Lux of Fortune spills for Bennett. Bennett should run onto it. He hasn't taken possession. He's tackled.
Oh, it's too high.
Oh, yeah, he didn't have it.
He played that very cleverly. He felt the pressure coming, so he didn't take possession. Watch for Fishy Wonky here. They're looking for the fish. Fishing, fishing, fishing. Goes long, goes high. Here comes Wonky. Doesn't get to the ball.
Well punch away there by Ricky Smith. A good punch away. Not even close to it. That's okay. We're back in the centre of the ground now. Oh, they'll be dropped there by Jack Wood. Drops it. The umpire said play on. Picked up by Jack Harford. And
Jack Wood gets the free kick.
Well, or free kick. Okay, I thought that might have been... I did too, yes. The other way.
Jack Wood. Man with a horrible haircut.
He's just got the man bun, that's all it is.
Oh, no, it's worse than that, mate. It's a man bun on a pudding. Glenunga should clear in the back pocket here from the ensuing kick that came forward from Jackie Wood. No ball spills. Stacks on. We're going to have a ball up 35 metres out, are we, from the Gepps cross goal at the Hydro Smart Pure Water Shop. And just looking at the scoreboard early stages, boys, with that last goal, it is Gepps cross by 4 points.
Don't think Glenunga are playing their forward lines too well today. I think they're getting too cluttered in there. I think they've just got to leave someone like McMahon and a Prosser one out and just clear the rest out, because at the moment they're all coming back on top of them.
Free kick to big Tommy Baird.
I reckon he played that very well, Baird. He said that holding. I don't think he was holding it all, but anyway. Switches, comes over this side of the ground. He finds Manning. Manning's just over the top. Drops maybe what he should have taken, or probably over the top in the back. No, in the crowd says in the back.
Good kick.
Yeah,
right in front of us out. Good mark there. They're taken there by
Shake and bake time. Henke comes in board. Goes with a right. Tempted spoil not there. Fish caught behind. Fishy Wonky.
What was
that? It's not a free kick. It's two men holding each other.
No one knows it.
This is ridiculous. Who's it going to?
So no one knows who it's going to.
So
that's when you know.
My theory is why is the man behind holding? The man behind's not holding. The man behind's trying to get to the front.
This is just ridiculous.
Anyway, let's carry on. Schmid. Oh, Schmid. Matthew Schmid. What a star. Hits the ground running. Left foot, right foot. He goes with the right. High up and under. Clark Rantassa. Good spoil there by Glenunga. Bit of a ratio about that, wasn't there? Anyway, let's make it.
Grubber kicking on the ground, taken there by, it was a Benz. Benz got caught though and thrown to the ground. Umpire again says he would throw it up, but...
just quickly, Das, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
First time, you weren't here last week. Matthew Schmid, number 25, Gepps Cross, he's an impressive footballer, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely, has been today. Definitely one of the best today, so, but, that's going to be, that's a bit high too. Umpire should have seen that. Umpire did not see that. But when you got two players down here with a free kick, then no one knew who it was going to. So that's when you say, well, what's going on, lads? No one knew what was who's free.
Do you know what you do in that case? You go play on.
Yeah, exactly
and just
right.
Stay out of the game. Then we'll appreciate you even more.
Well, I think Umpire's Appreciation Week might have just gone a bit far, actually.
When they're too technical, that means they've probably been watched. There's probably a observer here, so that's we don't know that.
Yeah. Anyway,
but they've been good all year.
Ball up, one down. Gepps Cross pushing it forward to Hana. Haven't called his name too many times today. Gets a touch there. Does well, but it goes to full forward and out in the full relieving kick will come Glenunga's way. Deep in the back pocket. It's Glenunga trailing by 4 points. How far into the second quarter are we, Darth?
Betty's quarter for it. I didn't know. I didn't start it. How sad
it's reasonably early.
Silly. Yeah, it is.
About 7 minutes.
Up comes Big Wood. Ball spills. Rawlings at ground level. McMahon this way, that way. In, out. Hasn't got the ball. This time it's not paid. Rawlings releases. Kovacic at ground level. Taps it forward. Wood at ground level. All the big men doing that. CJ Inglis it is. Coming, it's bobbing around like a cork in the ocean.
It's definitely. It's just all over the shot at the moment. We don't know what's going on. The ball's in, out. Now it's been caught.
And we're going to have a ball up. No,
it has somehow got out. I don't know how it got out of there.
Just through sheer will. Oh, he's pushed off it way too easy there, Sammy Abel, and running away beautifully. There's a Gepps Cross player, more dunk. More dunk goes long to full forward and half forward. right in the middle of the two. Tahana releases. Coming out will be Glenunga. Clean pair of heels there shown by Larcombe. Javier. Could be an FAD coming.
Oh,
no, well played by Schmidt. Showing the discipline to not do anything silly. Just a tackle. Okay. This way, that away. Rawlings is stationary. Reed's hunting. Oh, he nearly gets him. Nearly wrapped him up in a...
Is it Swolski?
Yeah, the squealer.
Bit of a dribble kick.
Well
dropped short.
Henke,
just dropped short of there.
Yeah. Henke wanted it there, just outpointed Schmid. Not too often we can say that. Henke will come inboard. This is where they look dangerous on the switch. Dangerous kick. Oh,
that's
big
bit
spoil.
high.
Now that is a free
That
kick.
is a definite free. He's in a bit of trouble too.
I don't want to alarm the parents of this player, but I think he's dead.
He is not moving and he doesn't move. So
he's all right. He's all right. He just cropped. Yeah,
in saying that, there wasn't anything untoward in it.
No,
it was just hot. He just come over the top.
He hit him hard. The young fella, Joshy Matthews, he's crunched him, but
he made the commitment
it's a contact
to go and he had to go.
He's trying to hit the ball. Like, I don't think that's the kind of stuff that. Yeah.
No, it's before anyone starts jumping up and down.
That's
saying,
right.
There's nothing wrong. It was nothing wrong. It was a bit of a spoil.
I reckon he might have even hit the ball. He just took some head with it. Yeah. And back in the 80s, that was what we called perfect.
Or even now, it was a perfect spoil. It was just unfortunate that he got hurt. Yeah.
He is fine. He's just coming off for a bit of a breather, the young fella from Guy Ward. He's tough. He'll be back. Don't worry about that.
Crow's top up. Of course he is. Injected
ball
with
spills. And at ground level, it's Tommy Baird waiting for it. Cast in the roll of a rover. Quick kick doesn't qualify. Andy Reid. He shut him down.
Should be.
That was high.
He ducked
it was
high,
high,
but
he ducked it.
I thought he tucked into that.
We called him a few times last week for that. He does drop at the knees. Reid came in at a million miles an hour and couldn't adjust his tackle in time. But, still nonetheless. Ball goes to wing position. Oh, Gepps cross. Beautiful mark there. That's Tanner. He comes inboard now. Right foot to the full forward area. Looking for Clark Rantassa. Goes the one-handed. Recovers at ground level well. Loses his feet. You must keep your feet, big fella. And the ball will be neutralised and we'll have the ball up 50 metres around from
what Glenunga are not doing. They're not isolating their big blokes like they are with Clark Rantassa. They're not getting them in a one-on-one contest. You know, the Glenunga are kicking the ball forward and there's 6 blokes there the whole time. It's just too many in their forward half.
And ball one, Gepps cross. No, looking like they were going to run into goal, but a free kick for being legged is going the way of Glenunga, and that is, can't tell, it is a long way away. And he looks for Asfaha. He comes inboard. Beautiful. Quick release down the wing, downfield.
Yeah, a bit silly.
Yeah.
What was
a bit late.
FAD.
Yeah. Might have been Lukey Childs, not sure. Forgive me if it's not. But now Glenunga with a bit of a run. Sammy Abel at half forward, pushing up towards the wing, takes the mark.
No nickname, Sammy Abel. We'll probably find one from him during the day.
Yes.
Sends it along the full forward. Who's there? Oh, Wonky's in front. Just
ground level.
Punched out.
Oh, good.
Wonky again. Wonky snapped. Shot.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant.
That is just pure class, that one.
I'll tell you what he's done. He's done the hard things really well and the easy things really poorly. He's missed the mark, but he's recovered. He's effected a smother. The ball was spilled into his hands, a la Jarman's 5th goal in the last quarter, 97 grand final. It's just popped into his hands. He snapped on his right, and that's a goal to the big fish, Jimmy Wonky.
But how was that? I was just calling for it earlier. Coming into Abel, taking a mark, kicking it straight into Wonky. Wonky one-on-one, get the spoil away from Ricky Smith. Beautiful. There, he rebounded, kicked a goal. I mean,
score check.
Just get him out there on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard. It's Glenunga. It's 5-2-32 to Gepps Cross. 5 goals and 30 points. 2-point lead to Glenunga.
Very good kicking both sides. Only 2 points the whole game so far. So anyway,
good
caught
tackle there by Gepps Cross. Quickly wrapped up there was Henke.
Yep.
And what it is, that good kicking, you know what, that's a reflection of that we've got 2 really good footy sides here going at it. Head-to-head, 1v2, Battle of the Rams. A Ramalama-ding-dong battle indeed it is. Darcy Evans, you're on.
As we wait for O'Neill to come back on the ground. He's waiting to get back on 12. That was caught. That was Bennett. Mercedes College boy was caught. Thrown on the ground again. We see another ball up. You've plenty seen. Then that's how the toughness of this game is today. They're not giving an inch both sides. So
perfect conditions for football, Darcy Evans.
Certainly is. So umpire's seen a free kick. Everyone's. I don't know about that one either. But anyway, the call play on, that's taken out by Lacombe, I think it is. He sends in their centre half forward line, but it's intercepted there by Sawalski. That's a good mark interception there. So he sends it out to the boundary. Again, we may see Lacombe again. He has
Javier Lacombe.
He hugs the boundary line. He's on the far side. It's a good kick there.
Abel.
Taken Abel. He's about to play him quickly. I think he was.
Oh, it's 25. It's either 25
he was going to play on there. The umpire got bluffed.
He played on more than Lord play on
Sucked in there. The umpire said no, he hasn't played on, but he's got a 25, which brings him probably not. He sends it in there to McMahon. That was
well read,
caught high too.
Yep. This way, that way. They'll clear this side, Das. I'm on. Yep. Here we go. Oh, but Andy Reid, how quick is he? He's intercepted the ball from 3 players. Don't argue from Reid. Inside, outside, hit up, kick. Jimmy Wonky. They've been mates since year 8 at Marriotttville College, and it was like Wonky knew. How good was Andy Reid? Bisected 3 players, this way, that way. They don't argue. Then most players, they'll have a shot in that situation. But Reid, typical captain, lifts the eyes, does what he needs to do, and gets the ball.
Ankle, a very tight angle here. So he's got 3 players on the mark. If he's going to run around, he'll get caught by a couple of players there, especially by Sawalski there. He's
tight angle, Das. It's tighter than a nun's checkbook. Tighter than a nun's checkbook. Right foot, he's popped it straight over the goal umpire's head. No worries. And on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard, that's driving you faster and harder. It's Glenunga, 6 goals, 238, take an 8-point lead. The biggest lead of the day, interestingly enough, over Gepps Cross, 5 straight goals,
Still
30.
Good kicking, straight goals here, 6 only 2 points and 5 goals straight for Gepps Cross. So good game of footy here.
And
Special comments, Luke Hosey.
That goal, of course, was to the Pernix. Faster with data.
Smarter with data.
And faster.
Can you not look at us, please? When you look at us, our viewers can't hear you. And thanks to everyone who's sending our messages in. Of course, we're looking for some other scores from out of ground. So if anyone's at Payneham, I'd love a score, as we're going to have umpire appreciation round. And what a beautiful ball up.
Okay, we're back at the centre of the ground. No one quickly tackled there, and the umpire will call it again here. So we've got everyone in the centre of the ground now. So we've got Wood is up against. Where is the Wood? There he goes. So Wood pushing and shoving there. He's up against Beard. Wood probably gets the better of the one there on the ruck contest. Gepps Cross, that's
ducked his head.
Ducked
his head.
Oh, you reckon?
He did duck his head, mate.
Okay,
you watch the replay later on SA Football and Network TV. And just quickly, Darcy, huge score here at the moment. Payneham Nord Union, 2 goals up over Henley in Division 1 as Matthew Schmid waits to come back on the ground.
That is then. If you want to beat Henley, there's Payneham a bit of slow start, but you never know. Only early days yet. So again, we see a ball up right in the centre of the ground.
Matthew Schmid, of course, gave us such a great interview last week. Hopefully we'll get something from him a bit later on, as looking to come third man up. Oh, he's come from nowhere, that guy, and he's belted it real high. Asfaha should run onto it here. Doesn't quite get there in time.
That's probably too high.
He's accidentally kicked him in the head there, and I hope he's all right, the young fella, and he is okay. He's just carrying a bit of a head wound there. Young Jake Matthews.
Reid, the 222s here. Oh, that's just...
Yeah. And I tell you, that for me, the ball's just out in front of us, and there's a bit of a to-do there, but they just get him off him. Bit of the discipline of Gepps Cross this year. Matthews kicked in the head there. No, it wasn't Matthews, sorry. It was Matthew Solinski. Just gets up, goes about it, gets back into the next contest. That's what they're playing for here. Playing good football as the ball's won down by Glenunga. First onto it is Bennett. He comes in board, releases a left-handed handball for McMahon. McMahon back to Bennett, left foot again to the forward pocket. But all had to squeeze it in. It's just pushed out of bounds on the full at the Pernix and Darcy Evans.
Pernix, yes, so we'll see another kick in by Gepps Cross. Everyone's calling for it. It's going to be Pack form here. He sends it in. Yes, Pack does form. Oh, what was he? Beard here over the top. Beard, no, he didn't get it. Punched away there by, that was Reid. And now I can't see quite what it is.
I've got it, mate. We'll have a ball up.
Everyone's in front of us at the moment.
55 metres around from the Glenunga goal. It's Glenunga currently by 8 points here. A beautiful Webb Oval. It's round 5 of Division 4 Amateur Football League, Adelaide Footy League. Ball one right in front of us. Ball flies. Big pack as Farha stays down. Here comes Reid. Bang. There goes. Well played. That's the boy who's kicked in the head. Swalinski, the squealer. He's done well. He gives it to Josh Ball. Ball goes to half forward, but beautifully read there, Darcy Evans.
That was like the comb. He goes he switches very quickly. Good mark there. Does find a player. He quickly plays on the right foot. He hits Inglis. He will hold it up now. He just has another look down the ground. He probably, again, hugs the boundary. Go right. Who's there? One key against held.
Too strong, too big.
Yep.
Great jump.
Held there first, I think, by Sawalski.
What happened there, though, is one key was able to get on his lead, extend his run, and jump at the ball at the highest point. When you're 6'4" and your arms are 6 feet, he's got gorilla-like arms. They're quite unique. He's a bit of a circus freak in that aspect. Very long arms, the fish.
Circus freak.
He is. He's got those giant long levers, and you can't stop him. And he's taken a mark. He'll line up 35 metres out in a fairly acute angle. Here comes the fish. Big kick, and the fish.
This is just great kicking. He's got that. He has got that.
There you go. He's kicked it. He's kicked his third. He's in a purple patch. That's 3 in a row for the fish. And you know what the acronym for fish is, don't you? The acronym?
I don't know. I'm not a school teacher. What, you been a school teacher yourself? What is it?
It's a very rude acronym, so we won't use that one. But
English was my worst subject at school, mate, as you probably know.
They're opening up that forward line.
They are, absolutely.
Ever since they've done that, he's kicked through.
And it helps to get the ball in a bit quicker, Luke Hosey.
It just doesn't give time for the Gepps Cross defenders to get back there, and you're getting in there one-on-one with the guys that are 4 inch taller than them.
But they're looking for Wonky and same. They're looking for Wonky and same Armble, and they've done the job today. So
Bad versus Wood.
Just slowly starting to push out the score now. So 7-2. 44 to 5 goals straight 30, so 14 points to Glenunga at this stage. So they're just starting to slowly get on top of you in this game.
Good tap there by Big Wood, straight down to Matty Schmidt, but you can see Glenunga, they've locked down on him. He's not getting the release he was last week all day against Kilburn. Here comes Schmidt now from the contest, applies a tackle, and the ball was halved. Neutralised, we'll have a ball up, true centre half, just for the centre half forward position for Gepps Cross. So, again, the matchups here by Brian Lees, they've done well. They've moved Andy Reid into the midfield, so a couple of little changes, and we'll have a ball up. Darcy Evans.
Yes, the ball up. No one in particular, so everyone's dived on the ball. It's probably another ball up now. The umpire said, yep, mine, fellas. Oh, he's going to take this long time to blow the whistle there, I think. Just
tightened up a bit. You had about 15 to 20 players around the ball there, and
not giving
just
locking
it in. Glenunga just starting to get on top, and 14 points up here, late stage of the second quarter.
Yeah, so again, the ball goes to the deck. No, maybe get out now. Yeah, quick snapshot there. That was by Harford. Harford gets it out, but it was intercepted there by that Gepps Cross on the far wing side. He plays on, dodges, weaves. He's kicked in their centre-half forward line. Up may go. We may see...
Big pack, and umpire's found a free kick. I don't know who to.
No one knows it. Again, no one knows
who it is.
They're all looking around the place. I don't know whose is it. Rantassa. Okay, he didn't even know it was his. He goes, okay, I'll take the kick. I'm not sure it was mine, but I'll still have a shot about 50 or probably 50 metres out, dead in front. I'll probably I'll back him in on this one. So Rantassa, one of the better players of Gepps Cross.
Yeah, it's strung up on that full forward line, Darcy.
Yeah, it certainly is. So he's taken a long time, gone back a long way to kick this as well.
Here's a beautiful kick, though. We've talked about it before. He lines up from 50. No troubles with the distance, but just hooks it. Their first point of the day. It's Gepps Cross 5-1, Glenunga 7-2, 13-point lead to the Rams of Glenunga.
Probably about halfway through the quarter. I didn't start the clock there, fellas, unfortunately, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're in latter stages, I think. It's 10 past 3. So, yeah, we've been in the latter stages of the quarter. Maybe 5 minutes to play on this one.
Harford plays on quickly, sends it in long into the centre-half forward line. Who's there? A good interception there by, that was very good there by Benz, I think it is their captain.
Yep, Ash Benz.
Yep. Where we were intercepted there.
Release handball out the back. Gets one of his other players involved. Awkward kicking style. High up and under kick. Looks for Kovacic. Kovacic leading the ball and juggles it over the line. That should be definitely a ball in. And it's called out on the full. No, nothing at all. Terrible play by both umpires there.
That one, I think.
It was really, really awful. Yeah. Anyway, we'll carry on. Doesn't matter. We'll make mistakes. I'm not perfect either. All right, and we've got a ball up in the pocket there. He's juggled it over the line. The field umpire's called for the out in the full. The other umpire's turned his back and not even looking at him and out of position.
Yeah, that's okay.
Anyway, doesn't matter. It hasn't changed too much because the ball's neutralised. I wish this cockhead.
Yeah.
Anyway, right behind us, Middleton comes out. Quick kick to Wonky, who looks like he's having a spell in the ruck, and they should relieve. Dangerous kick across goals. Schmidt will pick it up. He's dangerous. This way, that way on the right foot. Right foot snap. And that is a class player doing a class thing. And the umpire's called touched off the boot. And just the 1 point, looked like a goal. I'll look forward to playing that one back on SA Football
exactly
TV Network later on. Just the 1 point. They're second of the day, and it's a 12-point ball game in favour of Glenunga. Closing stage of the second quarter here. Good things early. Any special comments, Luke Hosey?
No, just the game's just opening up a little bit. I think Glenunga a little bit better going forward now they've opened it up. Even now they've only just got one inside 50. That's what they want.
Dangerous kick. Tahana, his brother, of course, is at Collingwood. He's taken an intercept mark, 45 metres out. He'll line up from just outside the 50, but directly in front. And he's a beautiful kick of the football, Joseph Tahana. And a bit of mail on Joseph Tahana is that, yes, his brother's at Collingwood.
He was quiet last week, reasonably quiet. So
but he's one of those players. He looks like when he gets the ball, he has an impact. He's a bit of an impact player. 12 touches can have a very good game. Some people have 12 touches. You don't see him all day. But he'll line up, deliberate, slow-running approach, gives it a bit of a ride, and that's absolute class. And I've called it.
Quality kick, wasn't it?
It's 1 point. It's a one-goal ball game here at Webb Oval. It's 7-2 Gepps Cross, 6-2. Pardon me. It's 7-2 Glenunga, 6-2 Gepps Cross. Both Rams, of course. And it's a one-goal game. As Lukey Childs, the man they call Prince Harry, about to make his way back onto the field.
And it's just about to see. We thought the Glenunga were getting away with this game, but within 5 minutes, we see now Gepps Cross just making a little bit of a comeback.
Joshy Greats. That's why they're 1 and 2.
Joshy Greats just comes on for Brian Ellison. It'd be remiss of me. I don't know if the cameraman caught that, but Joshy Greats, he's got a fair old rump on him, I'll tell you. Catch a baby dinosaur out of that thing. Anyway, carry on.
Baby dinosaur. Anyway, sock it off the ground there, but it's picked up well. Oh, will be picked up. He's out of a snapshot round the corner. Dribbles on the ground. Asfaha. Oh, that's well done. He ducks, but still get the handball out.
Dos Reed this way, that away. Handball to his mate, his co-captain Sammy Abel. He's caught in the Gepps Cross cocoon of terror. That should be holding the chutney. And apparently he pooed his pants.
Andy Reid put his teammate under a bit of pressure there.
Special comments, Gepps Cross supporters. Always good and entertaining. As we're going to have a ball in from the from the red-headed boundary umpire. Okay, Fish Wonky goes for the backhand. Doesn't work. Jepps too clear. He does throw it out. Release handball out the back. He's there if he wants it. Sammy Abel. He's gone.
That's the tackle. Tackle of the day, that one. Absolutely great tackle.
Ash Ben's one of the better tacklers in the team. We talked about it only a couple of minutes ago. Well, at least I did. He does those little things. He tackles hard. He works hard. That's why he's the captain. Beautiful mark. Mickey McMahon. How about the elevation?
He's at a crack of a day, Mickey McMahon. He's just on fire today.
He's at another level. As Kovacic just creeping on the mark. McMahon will go long now. Beautiful 55-minute drop punt back to Abel. Abel goes to ground level. Middleton will attack it, and Gepps Cross player just seeing it over the line was Kyle Mantonis.
Too. They're playing him further down the ground too. He's got that aerobic capacity to run all day.
Not only has he got an aerobic capacity, he's fit too.
Okay. Van Drummer again has a bounce. I'm not sure who does that.
Just a bit of comedy there, boys. Just a bit of comedy.
Oh, something. Oh, but the umpire's seen it free.
No,
so you can't. They're both doing it. They're just both.
The guy was as far the whole time, and he
got
pushed
sucked
him
in. The umpire now twisted. So that's an FAD too. The umpire
and then
didn't see that one.
Flopped behind play there as well. Oh, here he comes, big Joshy Greats. Don't let him sit on you.
Now,
well done.
If anything,
he's a strong lad.
If anything underwards happens here, it's going to be the umpire's fault because they've had
nothing in there.
Anyway,
bloody awful.
It's appreciation round the way as we see Wonky versus Cathro. They've got to stand a metre apart.
Are you for real?
No, don't yell at the umpire. The umpires do a great job. They weren't standing a metre apart.
They're supposed to, but
right in front of our broadcast.
He ducks, Wonky ducks, goes it, drops it. He's all a bit high there. The umpires.
Best umpires are the ones you don't see. Now, these two want to be seen all day, don't they?
Let's move on. Let's not worry about it. Doesn't matter. We're not perfect either.
No, but this is just ridiculous.
It's confusing the players at the moment. That's the issue. So, anyway, Wonky gets it down, hits no one particular. Now pays up. Oh, it's going to be high there maybe. Or no, umpire says it's mine. Or thrown down to the ground afterwards, but the umpire says.
And I'll tell you, just off the game, off the ball here, Solinski and Asfaha, great little battle within a battle here, running around all over the place, battling hard.
So Wonky over the top, handballs to himself is Henke.
Henke
picks up
inside out
again,
kick,
beautiful
beautiful
kick. That was very clever there by Henke. Handballs to himself over the top, grabs his ball,
Russell Ebert
over,
and Prosser. Now this is probably of all the games we've been to see Glenunga play the quietest I've ever seen Harry Prosser. He's had a few kicks up there, I think, on the flank that we might not have called his name. We haven't really called his name today. He's a former 70-goal-a-year player. He's lining up 25 metres out straight in front, so nothing less than a goal would be acceptable.
Straight over the Pernix goal, umpire's head.
Does a bit of work, but that'll do. That's Harry Prosser's first and Glenunga's 8th. Glenunga 8-2, Gepps Cross 6-2. It's a two-goal ball game here at Webb Oval, and it's tight, it's tough, it's close. We're just getting into half-time. We'll have scores from all around the grounds. We'll probably have another President's Platter, hopefully, Darcy. This is 1v2. This is everything we thought it would be.
It's a great game so far. Look, great kicking too, only 2 points each, and coming to the half-time.
Luke Hosey, you got some for us?
Oh, I'm going to go back onto the umpiring game.
Nah, leave the umpires alone.
When they actually cause players to get disruptive. That's what happens when you get poor umpires.
As the ball goes up and it's Wonky versus Wood, there's nothing good can come of criticising. We'll just get on with it. I understand what you're saying and you're frustrated. And we're here to call a game and it's part of the game, but let's move on because there's some good football being played and they're not ruining the game. They're just
that's
this way, that way. Oh, that's bad football. But he's looked for evil, getting the benefit of the doubt. He's going to come back to Asfaha. Good tackle. I told you the Swalinski-Asfaha battle's a really good one. You got two young footballers. Let's say in their prime, Asfaha and the Crows top up, former Greenacres boy, Swalinski, a former junior of Gepps Cross. It's a great battle within a battle. as we see. And there he is, right on cue.
Now.
It is half-time. And we'll come to your hose, the highly firm scoreboard. He is going to unleash in just a moment. It is a 2-goal game to Glenunga. Glenunga have kicked.
I think we hear what Hose is saying. I think
for 4 games this year, I've said how well they've umpired.
It did. Yep.
I've said for 4 games how well they've
because we didn't notice them. That's why, isn't it?
Correct.
Right, but I'm going to. But when you say something good for 4 weeks and you get a bad one, well, you cop that as well.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, so that's all I'm saying. It's not having a crack. It's just saying that they're just doing a bloody awful job. And the first 4 games of the year were really good.
Just confusing the players, but anyway.
Having said that, though, the game's not out of control. So I've seen games umpired much worse than this, but they are being far too technical and far too involved in the game. But that's what happens when you. I tell you what, when you put lipstick on a donkey, sometimes it thinks it's a model, and that's what you've done with umpire appreciation round. You've drawn attention to a group of people who shouldn't have attention on them, should just be seen and not heard. Who, if they do a great job, they do it because you don't notice it. We've covered it now. Let's move on from umpires. You've umpired over 300 games, Darcy. You're an umpire star. I've umpired national finals in sports, so I know how hard it is to do the job, and I don't want to criticise them, but you're having a shocker. We move on.
Just like Guy, we've got a few Crows top-up players. We've got Asafar and Guy Ward. They train with the Crows at any time?
And Mickey McMahon.
And Mickey McMahon. Yeah. Do they train? How does this work? So they train with the Crows at any time, or they put their name forward?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they do. So the Crows have got their squad of 42 players.
Correct. And they probably need injuries as such.
Yep. Top-up players, to the best of my knowledge, would not train unless it was just before match day, maybe on a Thursday night.
Yeah, you'd have to know your players.
Yeah, are they chosen? Or
but they're not in the inner sanctum day to day, having to follow. Because you'd be aware that an AFL footballer has 15 sessions a week, from rehab to weights to fitness to training to all of it, the whole box and dice. These guys step in on a Saturday. I'd assume that they would do a recovery as well, and they would have to be there for the last training force.
They'll be looked after of some sort.
So it's 15 sessions a week.
Oh, that's what it was a few years ago. I don't know what it is.
I think it's the same. But how
that includes your yoga and everything else they've got to do encompassing.
How do they become a top-up? They put their hand up. They just obviously picked in the amateur league. Say, look.
I'm not sure of the process, mate. I haven't got the call up myself.
Because that's pretty high profile. Crows top-up play.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, Asfaha was playing Div 5 last year, so and look, let's be honest, I've watched the Crows play a couple of times this year, and some of the top-ups struggle, because and here's that age-old argument of.
Run over the top of them in the last. Quarter.
I struggled to tip this one. I think Reece O'Keefe is a shirt. Been at Glenunga for 2 weeks and they've given me a shirt.
Can we just go? Can I give a few scores?
It's your show, mate.
Fitzroy 5-6.
What division is this, mate? Div 6?
In Division 6. We've got Fitzroy 5-6. Leading Para Hills 4-5, so we've got that 7-point lead. St. Peter's Old Collegians are up 7-4 to 2-6 in the match of the round in Division 2. Now, I think that's against Foss Camden, I think it is. St. Peter's, so that's That was the match of the round. We've got a score in from Ingle Farm. And
Matt Bedgewood's 96 hot dogs.
And he's got Blackfriars by 4 goals. I've left now, so obviously he's not happy.
That was Fat Bedgewood, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Bedgewood.
I wonder if he's listening.
We've got from Big Owl's Car Park, Seaton Ramblers are taking on Portland. And Seaton 6-3, Portland 2-7. So a big lead to Matty Webber's Seaton. Division 5. We've got Lockleys 3-2-20 versus Pulteney 6-2-38.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Pulteney. So that was the match of the round in Division 5.
Fair enough.
Was,
can't say I've looked at much Division 5 this year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so we've got other scores in. Kenilworth 7-4, Smithfield 2-5. That's in Division 5.
That's in this division, isn't it?
No, that's in Division 5. So, yeah, get some scores coming through, so that's great.
Just quickly in the AFL, probably a little bit more what I was expecting. Hawthorn have hit the front. They now lead by 11 at the 19-minute mark of the third quarter, whilst the Bulldogs in the last quarter have bitten back. Pardon the pun, have bitten back in the AFL, trailing Gold Coast by just 3 points. And I'd expect them to run over the Gold Coast, but stranger things have happened. And Das, just quickly, we're not here to talk about AFL, but did you watch Geelong versus Greater Western Sydney?
I did. Umpire was touched. Back in my day, it would have been, just move on. But I think it's going to make headlines for days now, which is unfortunate because, anyway.
Not get a good Friday night game of footy to save ourselves. However,
terrible.
Having said that, there was a couple of decent ones in the Sandful last night. That's Sandful going down to Glenunga, and again, how do you pick that? By 25 points. The Bay's getting, I think, their second win of the year. And Nord knocking off the young Port Adelaide Magpies by 24 points by 4 goals, 17-12 to 13-12. Couple of games on today, and they're pretty tight now. They've tightened right up. Down at Hicken Ian Botham Oval, it's South Adelaide, inaccurate South Adelaide, 9-13. Beating my beloved Bulldogs, 8 goals, 9-57. So 10 points there, South Adelaide. Let's hope the Bulldogs can bite back. It's in the last quarter, and I'm actually going to have a look how far in because I actually care.
So care factor corner?
so we're going right into it. It's the 10-minute mark of the final quarter, so the Doggies need to kick the next 2. Otherwise, it's really, really, really not a nice place to work when we lose. And half-time at Prospect Oval, the Crows actually doing quite well for themselves. 8 goals. Yeah, 8 goals.
Eagles last week. Knocked us off the top of the
6
table.
6 goals, 3. Yeah, and I watched North in round 1 lose by 11 goals.
That was bizarre.
And they have not lost since.
And they've won quite convincingly in all games.
Yep. Just waiting for a half-time score come through from the Falconry, and I think it has come through in both, most importantly, the D grade and, of course, the A grade. And half-time, okay, here we go. I've got a bit of a write-up as well. Here, half-time. Mark of the year has been taken at Payneham Oval by Liam Davis, former Nord Premiership player, stood on someone's head and taken a mark over an Unley player. So well done to Tommy Chiric for sending that
almost
through.
legends if someone tapes it.
Yep.
And we're just going to have a cut through in a minute, just when you finish this.
Yep, nice. It's a 4-goal lead to Payneham, so that's massive because they haven't won a game yet this year. It's Payneham 5-8, Henley 2-2. Thanks to Tommy Chiric from the Payneham Footy Club for that one.
And we're just going to cross to Emmanuel, and he's going to cross to a few of our station sponsors who bring you this week. And just while he's playing the sponsors, big thank you to our gold sponsors, Harley Heaven and the Firm. Fantastic firm. And also Harley Heaven. Silver sponsors, they're the Pernix, Smarter with Data, and HydroSmart Pure Water Shop. Bronze sponsors, ChemCert, Mackay Business Services, our murder station in the far north, Rewards International and Southern Trophies, Big Screen Video for all your video, the new scoreboards that are out, Good Evans Consulting, MGA Insurance Brokers, and Ian Knight there at Sports Centre on Port Road Sports. So a big thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you. And we're just going to have a couple of moments off whilst we just prepare for the third quarter.
We're back for the second half here. Yes, scores. It is Glenunga by 2 goals, and it's anyone's game though. Whoever's good enough will get the chocolates here. As we see, big Cathro against Baird again. Tap neutralised, running in a million miles an hour. So Gepps cross player and being wrapped up very quickly. I think that was a young fellow, Jack O'Neill, coming in, getting up, and it is Jack O'Neill, a real deal Jack O'Neill. As we see, Gepps cross with the tap there. It looked like Big Wood, was it? It was. It's not Cathro, it's Wood. Yep, I can see his man bun now. Again, Wood just saying, give me the yap, give me the yap. Just looking to palm it down here, and Glucosey.
Yeah, just hadn't had as much influence this week, the 2 ruckmen from Gepps, have they?
No. Oh, I thought it was Wood that did all the damage last week.
Yeah, it was,
and again,
big beards.
Have you started the clock, Darcy Evans?
He's improved significantly since that opening round of the season where we saw Big Wood against Edwardstown, where he was big Michael Sarah betting comprehensively. So.
Okay, Big gets a tap out, straight down to the player, but he will be caught and he'll be just another ball up here. So not much happening at the start of this third quarter.
Yeah, of course. The ruckman there that you're speaking of was missing in round 1, Lucozzi.
Oh, he handballed out there to Tanner. Tanner throws it. No, now it's somewhere else. Where is it? Aerial ping pong here at the moment. Chip short, very short. Doesn't hit the target. Picked up well there by that player. That's Benz, the captain. He just smothered off the boot. Well picked up there. There's a shot. I think they're going to get a goal out of this. I'm not sure.
They have.
They was smothered off the boot.
I think Kovacic was the only one that ended up kicking it through. Just took possession of it on the line, turned around and said, I'll have the stat, thanks. And he kicks his second for the day.
The ball was everywhere at the moment, along the ground, up to the ground, and smothered off the boot, and it ended up going through for a goal. So good start there to Gepps cross. So that they've hit 7-2. Is that right? No.
7-2 plays 8-2.
8-2, sorry. There was the one goal. Just that play was right. So good start there to Gepps cross, and that's what they needed the start of this third quarter.
Yeah, as we'll see, Big Thomas Baird, of course, he was on the West Adelaide list there for a while, up against Big Wood. Wood with a beautiful palm down, inside-out backhander there it was, the old reverse Malachi, as they call it. And the ball's neutralised, and we'll have a ball up just on the wing position, just on the far side there. A beautiful Webb Oval here. Round 5, it's 1v2. Both teams 3-1. Winner goes top. It's pretty simple mathematics, Darcy Evans.
It certainly is. But no one takes the tap. Taken out there by, that would have been the 17. It's
Wood.
Not
yeah, so
Wood. There it is.
The big, it's one out there. Prince Harry there. That's Childs, is it?
Smashed it in their forward line by Rantassa.
Darcy, now you're catching on.
He's in front. Yeah. Great mark there.
That's James Clark Rantassa. Of course, Jared unavailable in Barley at the moment. So... Yes.
Little holiday mid-season.
Slight angle, probably about 30 to 40 out. Slight angle only. He should nail this one, you'd think.
Distance will not be a worry. And
it'll be a tie after this kick.
Yeah, interesting behind us. Just Matthew Schmid behind us doing a bit of stretching. Obviously not out there at the moment, which is not a good sign for Gepps cross. Rantassa. Beautiful kick near post, maybe. Is it over the near post? Does just go over the near post.
Gee, that would have hit the post if the post was a bit higher.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Matthew Schmidt, he's just looking a bit ginger behind us. They need to get him back out there.
Groin it looks.
I don't know. He's doing some interesting calisthenics as Glenunga will clear. Kicked himself play on to another play. Can't make it out. A bit of a nudge out there. Is it? And the umpire says no. So quick play there. That's Tommy Baird. Baird down the line. Typical ruckman looking kick will go out of bounds in front of us. We have a ball up about 75 metres around from Glenunga goal, does.
Yes, it is. And again, we'll just hit another throw in. And gee whiz, another close game here. Great game here. And Hosey, another way to, you've done well to get these games on live broadcast too, mate. It's just outstanding.
Coming through loud and clear, we're hearing on the stream and on the Mixler and on all of it, so slow improvements happening. And here comes Glenunga down the line, breaking, shaking. Here he goes, inboard, looking for the big fishy wonky, but out of position.
Just
well
over
read
top
there.
Ricky Smith.
Ricky Smith.
The Shrek.
Really well.
Yeah, Wonky has kicked 3 though. Smith comes to the near fire side, bit of an up and under kick, and beautifully read there, working his way to the front was Booney, JB. But one back by Gepps cross, quick kick, smother. Plenty happening in there. Not enough, too much action to call as Glenunga looking to roll it back there. Does release. Little clip up there to McMahon. McMahon to Wonky to Abel. Goes over the top of him.
Abel
gets it back.
I'm not sure what that was.
Tries to bounce it past the player.
That Ricky Smith just sort of palmed it in front of him after that.
He just knocked it down.
It was a grubber on the ground and just sort of didn't.
In his defence, Ricky Smith, you said that Wonky's kicked 3, but he's had very little time on Wonky. He's had most of his time on Prosser and Abel while they've been up there. So Yeah, he's done a good job.
Yeah, and Prosser hasn't done much at all. His quick kick again out of the run. Oh, well read. Is that 15? The umpire says no. Played on. Oh,
he's there again. Pushed it away again.
Shrek Smith, he is playing. He's been cast in the role of goalkeeper, and he has stopped that one from going through. And it's a 7-point ball game here, favouring Glenunga as Gepps cross long kick right in front of it.
For it. He's gone.
Kovacic.
Kovacic.
Kovacic. Yeah.
Kovacic.
And ball spills Matthews, is it? He'll be, great attempted smother there. Brilliant play. Mark won't be paid to Javier because of his teammates' enthusiasm there. Well done, Booney. Ball one down. It's just picked up a little bit right in front of us. Well done, Bennett. Release handball to Prosser. Prosser back to...
Lucky Middleton.
Middleton with a flying left foot shot. Kicks just the one behind there. And just picked up a little bit the tempo early in the third.
It has, hasn't it?
Yes.
Just after that first goal by Gepps Cross and Glenunga now, it's been their full line, but for only a couple of points at this stage.
I think the scoreboard, he's missed that point. He's put one up the wrong side. I think the scoreboard's wrong at the moment.
It is.
It would be wrong. I've got Glenunga by 6, but I could be wrong.
I think you're right, TJ. I think you're right.
As Kovacic competes for the ball, McMahon at ground level, pushed off a little easy there for an elite footballer. Mordaunt.
Read their captain to Rantassa. Rantassa just punched away.
Reed's on the other team. I do that sometimes.
No, I read that wrong.
Yeah, Polkinghorn. Here he is. He's quick. This way, that way. Gives the handball. Maybe should have kept possession of it. And release of a Glenunga. Bit of a shepherd, bit of voice. Here's Javier. Javier with a nice kick. It's a bit undersized, but it gets there. Middleton's doing well with left foot, but caught behind there is Big Fishy Wonky. And well done. This nuggety type footballer comes out with it. Kicks long down the line. Up and down. I forgot to go for the ball, son. Kovacic swings on the right. He'll look for Clark around Tassa. And beautifully well read at ground level. Gives a nice little handball. Fantastic play. Joshy Ball there. Joshy Ball was in position A. Hit the ground running. Gives it to Gibbs. Gibbs kicks his second. And Gepps cross 8. And regardless of what the scoreboard says, we've got a less than a goal between them. I think scores could be. I think scores are level as well. I think they've got it wrong up there. And
is that a bit of a chat to that guy? I think so. We're only
here they come.
I think it's 8-3-51 apiece on the Harley Heaven and Firm scoreboard.
Yes, it could well be. And Glenunga all over it already fixing the scoreboard up. So we think scores are level, but either way, it's a very close game here. It's anyone's game. It's the premiership quarter. It's Wood versus Baird. Here we go. McMahon's gone into the middle. Watch for Mickey McMahon now. Triple M. Here he comes. Mick McMahon on cue with a bounce. Flying shot from 55. Looks for Wonky, but sprays it just a little bit, and it'll run through from behind. And I'll tell you what, I don't want to talk myself up. That was shit-hot commentary, Darcy Evans.
Yours is.
And that's where Mickey McMahon should be in this grade of footy because of his huge aerobic capacity. Playing through that midfield, there aren't many who are going to keep up with him.
Ben Rawlings, long kick out, tries and finds Kovacic.
That's not Kovacic. That's Mordaunt.
Thrown out by Sobolski. But anyway, not paid by the umpire. That's
Booney.
He's tackled
and
well.
Booney's having a real little purple patch. He's had 5 or 6 touches. We haven't called them all, but he's been in there in his section of the ground. He's really controlling it. He's getting his hands on the pill. JB, Josh Booney. Well, it might be Bonnie, actually. But anyway, I just like saying Booney because he was my favourite when I was a kid. Here's McMahon. Takes it off his mate. Looks up. Gives it to
beautiful eyes. That's, lovely eyes there. Yes, he's going to hold him back.
He will look to shake and bake here. He's 50 out. Too far out for him, I think.
By a long way.
He's gone. He's gone back to Ingle Farm. He kicks from 55. The fish Wonky!
Yes!
Oh,
he plays on quickly.
Over the top.
Fishy Wonky. Tell you what, that's a good one there. You could see him coming from 3 or 4 back. It was like that one in the first quarter. I caught him. Here comes Wonky, and he was 12 metres short. But that time he got there with those deceptively long circus-like arms, he managed to reach over the top and just pluck. Have a look at his arms. Have a look how long they are. They're huge.
Ricky Smith here really probably should have tried to get the spoil away rather than try to mark. And McMahon come over the top and took a very, very good Wonky come over the top and took a very good mark.
Hose, it's fair to say after a very disappointing round 1, James Wonky, he's become the most damaging forward in Division 4.
Yeah, very good player, isn't he? Well, and is his brother. They're both very, very good players. He's missing today with a broken foot.
Nick's a good young player, but Jimmy Wonky's a genuine star at this level. Yeah. I think Nick's still learning his craft. Nick's young, so he'll get there.
Yeah, same as Prosser. He's still learning.
Yep. Beautifully read there. Well done there. And overlap to Henke. Henke goes long looking for Captain Abel. Captain Courageous with a flyer. Wanganeen-like flyer. Running onto it, there's number 27. Who's that? Das McMahon. To Asvaha on the right. Oh, well done there by the big Shrek, Ricky Smith. Just again playing the role of the goalkeeper. He gives it to Rawlings. Says, you kick it in, mate. My kicks are going up and under. As Glenunga with a handy now 7-point lead.
There's a big call out here by
Kovacic.
He's not gone for that play. He's going to go the far side now.
Probably went a bit wide with that lead.
Yes, very wide. So pack forms, no one in particular. Picked up there by Josh Matthews. Josh Matthews twist, turns, handballs out to, can't see it's too far away, but no, hugs the boundary, this player. And in front is number, that would be O'Neill, I think. No.
Greats, I reckon it was Greats.
Greats, O'Neill. We're on the far side. It's just pretty hard to see the numbers. And
again, he just first to the ball, just pushed the ball out, made sure he got there on the full and just halved the contest, got rid of it. Glenunga a chance to reload, and I think, again, this week we've got two very fit teams. It's going to be interesting who can spread from the contest. One thing that's going to have to catch up with Gepps Cross is the loss of, I don't see Schmidt. He's still not out there. That clearance player, as we just have a secondary ball up. It's going to come back to hurt him, isn't it, Luke Hosey?
I thought he went back on, but I don't know. I can't see him anywhere at the moment, but I thought he went back out there.
If he's back out there, that's very good for them.
He's at the stoppage there. Yeah, there he is.
He is back. He has recovered. Well done. Well spotted, Luke Hosey.
Already gone 10 minutes in this third term.
Little tap out here. Oh, good chase there. They release here, Gepps Cross. Here they come. They spin. Well done. That's number. Yeah, Gratz. That strong core, that big base, that huge ass. You can't move it. That's Faha. Release.
Smothered off the boot. Yep. Good smother. Again, gone to a Gepps Cross player. Heads over to Sawalski. He's dropped what he should have taken. But he picks up well. He sends it in their full forward line. Who's down there? Pushing and shoving. That was Gibbs.
Well, he's tackled Gibbs. He's dropped it. That should be holding the ball.
That should have been holding the ball.
But
and he's still on top of it. And the umpire said it's mine. Yeah, I think a few players here are saying make some sort of decision, umpire. There was everything was going there at the moment. Anyway, the umpire said, no, it's mine. I'll ball it up. We'll throw it up. What do they call it now?
35 metres out from the Glenunga goal.
Something's happened behind me.
It's Maxie Clark.
It is Maxie. That's just what I'm trying to think of his name. Old mate Maxie from Gepps Cross. He's basically, he's going to have a statue of him there one day. He's put about 18 million over the bar. Maxie, don't you get him over here.
Could play when he was younger. Don't worry about that.
He was bowling one eye, wasn't he?
Okay, back into it now. So we see.
I think so. Yeah, no, you told me all his stories many a time, mate.
Who's onto it?
Here comes Reed, the man with the pace. This way, that way.
Good
goes straight out. It's Faha. He's also got pace. Outside run. Here he goes. Put on the Jets, young fella. Bang. Goes to full forward. Looks for one key. He flies. He's too big. Oh, he drops what he should have taken.
Smith.
Well done, Ricky Smith. And Smith, beautiful kick. Childs, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, it is Childs. He's a good footballer, Childs.
Prince Harry.
Bounces off. Kicks to the forward pocket. Looks for Antassa. Ball spills. I tell you what, we got a game here. Umpire runs in, blows his whistle. Does he? No. Play on. Here comes Glenunga on the rebound. Inglis down to half forward. Kicks it straight to a Gepps Cross player.
Opposition.
That's Tahana. They're a long way from us. Kicks it straight to a Glenunga player who escorts it over the line. And just says hello to some of his friends out there.
Dylan Smith, was it out there?
Tahana? No, it's a free kick, actually.
Yeah, it's out at the full, I think.
At the full?
Oh, okay.
Okay, he's going to hold it up. He's going to have a good look around the place to see what's going on.
Changing the ruck there between
Cathro on
and Wood off.
There's a wobbly looking kick down to hugs the boundary. Picked up there by Gepps Cross. He sends it quickly onto his boot. Or should have been taken there, but Gepps Cross, they come up. It's number 25. That just Smith. Smith up right, straight up in the air, and coming through hard. Well done.
Well
so now Reed's going to handball out.
Release handball.
So
goes after his own handball. Lays a tackle. Andy Reed.
That's holding the ball.
No, too high.
Oh, too high. What? Gee whiz.
Childs will have it. Yeah. Childs kicks to half forward. Looks for Kovacic, and he takes a big, strong mark from behind.
Yeah,
he's paid the man in front.
Absolutely.
Oh, and he's
25.
Yep, 25 metres.
Should be the man in front, 25, yep.
As Coach Brian Lee's just telling his players, keep working, go run him over, and he's specifically speaking to Brian Ellis, the Pidge, telling him, run. Pidge trying to take Cole Mantonis far and wide. As Glenunga go wide, out of side, a running bounce now. They'll kick to true centre half forward position. Smith running back with the flight. Here's one key. Doesn't quite hit the tackle. Probably not good enough there. Tanner clears for Gepps Cross. Good, strong mark.
Josh Bold.
Not a good enough effort there from one.
Josh Bold, he goes on his left foot, he must have been. So he sends it in. Not a good kick. It's gone directly to that player there. That is, not sure who that is. So anyway, over to you. TJ, you know who that is?
Might have been Booney.
Booney, number one. So Ellis.
To Ellis. He does work hard, Ellis. To Bennett. Bennett from 40, flying shot on the run. Just sneaks inside the post.
Inside. It has too.
Linky Bennett. He's come back the other way on Schmid, and he's kicked a goal, a vital goal.
Great goal,
that is the 10th goal for the Glenunga Rams on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard. It's Glenunga 10-6-60 and Gepps Cross 8-3-51. It's a 10-6-66, it should say. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Yeah. But what we've seen, you can score at either the Northern Pernix end or the Southern Hodges Smart end.
Very, very little breeze now, isn't it?
Just looking in the midfield really quickly. Big Fidel Cathro back in the ruck for Gepps Cross. Yes, I just made that one up then. With Ash Benz, Matt Schmid. They have got all their guns back in the middle, Gepps Cross. They're rolling the dice. In there with them looks like... I can't make who that is.
Link Bennett's in there with
Bennett.
Javier and...
Wonky.
Who else? And Henneke is in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Henke.
They haven't got their A-team in there, Glenunga.
No, but Gepps certainly do. So,
but Javier's got the tagging role.
Fish out the ruck. He spins. He does well there. At ground level, it's Glenunga back to McMahon. McMahon quickly to fall forward in position A. It's Prosser, I think it is.
Beard.
Ball hits the ground. Reed's legs are taken from him. Oh,
Beard, the big ruckman.
They get the ball on the snap across the face. It's going to be out of play and a ball in around just near the behind post from the Glenunga goal at the Hydro Smart end.
Yeah, is it Prosser? Was it?
No, big Beard's resting down there while Fish Runky's having
Beard, was it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Beard, yep.
Ball comes in. Here is Beard. Wins it down. CJ Inglis in best position, but Gepps Cross come through with the ball. They're tackled. We'll have another ball up. It's going to be 25 metres out from the Glenunga goal. Next goal, crucial, gentlemen.
Yeah, it is. We just, where are we? We just hit the 60-minute mark of this third term, so plenty of probably 10 minutes to go yet. Still plenty of time for some goals to be scored.
Reed does a little shake and bacon around the corner.
He's got it, as we said, boys. That was it, TJ.
Cometh the man, cometh the captain.
They must have heard you. They said we need another goal right now. Glenunga, they've just done that, so that's a great goal there. They're just starting to slip away, starting to get further in front here now, Glenunga, just getting on top of Gepps Cross. Yes,
it's a 21-point lead here to Glenunga, and I'll tell you what, this game is good. It's very good. We've called it possibly a game of the round, but here's a score from Paynham Oval. The Falcons are back when all looked lost. It looked like they were going to be 0-4. It's Paynham, 9 goals, 8. Henley, 2 goals, 2. The Falcons are flying high.
Well, I said last year they started slow. They started, with 2 and 8, or was it 3 and 8?
Oh, no,
like but it was a very poor start, and never, ever ride off Macca's mob.
No. Tommy's mob, whatever.
Okay, we're back in the centre of the ground now. So it was 25. Matthew Smith was over it, but he was tackled and held to him. The umpire said, no, I'll have another ball up here, lads. And another contested congestion in there. So ball goes up. Over top comes. That was a good punch out there by Carthrow.
Childs. Yep. Quick kick down in the forward pocket now. Kovacic off the ground. Ambitious kick through just for the one behind and brings up their fourth behind. 8-4 plays 11-6. Quick play by Glenunga. They come. They've got 3 players out here. Bennett is one of them. He's got time for a bit of think music. Has a bounce in front of us. Now in front of us. Overlap handball. Asfaha. Back to Bennett. Now your hot boy. Gets rid of it. They're still going in a way. Back to Asfaha. Good smother
off the boot.
Brilliant play there.
I think
poor handball though. He handled a stationary target.
But Hose, that's the skill level of these two teams as well. That you can see defensive pressure like that. You can see run like that. It's all on display here. As Wonky wins a big punch forward. Looks for McMahon. Running onto it beautifully is number 10. That's Middleton. Yes, Middleton gives off a handball that's wrapped up, and we'll have a ball up 60 metres out from the goal.
It's fair to say these two sides are better than Division 4.
Yeah. Oh, I think so too. Totally, absolutely. This is. I've watched Flinders Park in Div 3. This is good footy. Absolutely, it is.
Div 3, low Div 2. Yeah.
Just look at some of the players we're talking about. We'll talk about them later. Okay, now we've got. Brent
Ellis.
Brent Ellis. Overruns the ball. Now it's going to be another ball up here. We'd think the umpire is very slow in calling that.
Mickey McMahon on the ground, the Syrian badminton expert, according to Josh Ellis.
I just want to know what that means. It's going to do a head in know what the hell that's about. So no foundation behind it, is there? So
he let me know from Colombia in South America last.
He'd be staying at old Simon Astonbury's house, wouldn't he? Hasn't he got a place in Colombia? As we see, let's get back to Prosser. Goes to full forward.
Tripping there.
Big Baddie
on. Oh,
was impeded, and Andy Reid just scorched the ball over the line. A little pat on the back there from his Gepps Cross opponent. Must be Andy Reid Appreciation Week.
If that was the first half, it would have got paid.
If it's anywhere else on the ground, it's paid, isn't it? It's just as young, the real deal, James O'Neill looks to make his way back on the ground there. Number 35, Jack O'Neill, pardon me. He will go into defence as the ball comes. Ball at ground level, and good tackle there by Gepps Cross, seen over the line. 40 metres out from the ground. Final score in the sample. I'm not going to work Monday. South Adelaide by 9 points over the Dogs. And in what could be, well, it'd be the upset of the year if it happens. North Adelaide now lead the Crows by only one solitary point.
I thought you were a Port supporter, not a Central supporter.
Centrals, I bleed red, white and blue. Put food on the table, mate.
Okay, back into the game here. We're just on the far forward flank line. The umpire said, no, my ball, lads. And I'll have it up again. So everyone's just jumping on the ball now just to hold it back. We've got, who's to come on here? We've got 17. We've got Jack Wood waiting to come back on.
Yes, Jack Wood. Beautifully won there. Awkward kick, though. Terrible kick, really, by Honk.
Far side of the ground, but it will Josh Matthews.
He's caused a turnover, and yes.
Actually, Josh Matthews, that's terrible because he should have actually... He sort of tried to turn back in.
Bit of the fumbles.
It is. And that's, that was on the ball. Quick snapshot there, but it's going to be sprayed it, and it's just through tight.
And you wouldn't put that 30 seconds of football in the bank for the kids to watch, would you?
It was all around, I think. That's okay.
As Big Jack Wood waits to come on, Fidel Cathro will make his way for him. And who we got in front of us now?
Big Harry Prosser just starting to find a little bit more of the footy in this quarter.
Yep.
Now just hit time on this third
Wonky,
quarter.
a kick behind play, and he's kicked it straight to him. Straight to Wonky. And he wraps it up and says, thanks, I'll have that. I mean, the blind school wouldn't have kicked that to him.
He was sending this in long, you'd think. You won't find as he does. He's lined up. He's wound it up. He sends it in long. Not a bad-looking kick there. Who's there? Pack Forms. Big leap there.
Big
that's a great
mate. That'd be Mickey McMahon, surely, is it?
Ward, or is that
I'd say it's McMahon. Triple M, Mickey McMahon, former Nahafina Gaelic football player, former North Adelaide player, and it's not McMahon, is it? It is.
It is. It's the Syrian badminton expert.
Has he? Now, Das, you're a broadcast journalist. Number 27, McMahon. Does he have a funny shaped head?
I can't see him from here. What is that? I can't see from here.
I don't know. Where are we getting into him today? He's played sample. You got to get into these guys. They've got a bit of a name about him. So, but he'll line up 30 metres out in a fairly acute angle. Real chance to kick it, though, and possibly really do some damage to this game.
It's a nice kick. That is a lovely little
left
kick.
to right there from
Didn't
the
look
right
like
footer.
missing that one.
That's a 4-goal lead at danger signs now.
Yeah, they're coming across. Here comes Glenunga, boys.
Premiership quarter sees them net their fourth. It's 4-1 in this quarter as big Sammy Abel looking to come back on as Tommy Baird will take a break, resting from full forward, sort of a three-way rotation. Sammy Abel will go down to full forward, and he's done his job, Tom Baird.
They kept stretching this Gepps Cross defence, and I said that in the first quarter, and they're not getting any smaller, are they, down there?
No, they're the same size, Luke.
No, but you know what I mean. They're just they kept stretching him, keep stretching him, and they're finding it tough.
Yep.
He with rotations now. We see Baird off the ground. It's unusual times in footy. But anyway.
Oh, look at him go, young fella there. Middleton, left foot. He's been good today. Looking for Prosser. Prosser overruns it. Gets in a bit of a wrestle. Andy Reid on the scene with another ferocious tackle. His tackling's been as good today as I've seen Andy Reid. He's given away a couple of free kicks, but he set the scene by hitting the pack at 1,000,000 miles an hour, the Doss Reid, and he has bobbed up for a couple of goals.
Yep. Okay, umpire balls it up. No one straight down the ground. No one gets it. No tap there. Comes out. Oh, good. Oh, it's going to be holding the ball. No, umpire says play on. That's probably a weird looking throw, kick, whatever he's doing on the ground. Everyone's aerial ping pong here at the moment. On the ground again. Handball over the top of his head.
Here comes Gepps.
He did find Charles. Charles, what does he do? Sends it in long into the hugs the boundary though. Who's going to get it? It's Glenunga again. Chips across.
Beautiful
kick there to Ellis.
Lovely balance.
Ellis handballs out quickly. Perfect. Number 17. That was Harford. Teacher at PAC, probably with TJ a few years ago, not sure. He chips in there. Oh, drop we should have taken there by Middleton.
Good skills though, sorry. As it ball spills ground level now, Gepps Cross wrap it up and we'll have a ball up on the centre wing position out of side, but will we? We will. No, the ball spills free, pardon me. Normally they ball those up, but it's still bobbing around in there. Comes out, Child looking ominous on the outside of the pack there. Will he get it? No, it is won by Middleton again, down to half forward. No man's land. We'll run onto it. Rawlings will be first onto it. Should see it out of bounds. McMahon flicks it over his head. Comes to Abel. It's stayed in. They release backwards. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Just looking for someone to take clean possession. Here's Bennett. Bennett with a handball, smothered. Ball spills back down at ground level. Again, now it's Middleton, left foot. It's his third or fourth touch in that chain. Inside-out kick, up and under, out of bounds, on the full. We'll have a Gepps Cross relieving kick at half-back. Yeah, Darcy Evans.
Ugly football there again, wasn't it? Sort of on the ground, off the ground, drop marks, drop everything over there, but that's okay. There's a free kick.
27-point lead.
What was that for?
That was out in the full. 27-point lead for Glenunga as Gepps Cross kick to the wing position. They'll fly. Someone's come down with a big mark, not paid, but comes inboard. Here's Schmid. Carrying an injury this quarter, kicks it inside out, and that one should go out of play. And
Gratz is trying to find it. Yeah, Gratz, PAC boy, of course. What must be last year?
Look at Andy Reid.
2017. Oh, that's the most excited boy I've come off.
I've never seen one run off the ground like that in my life. It's like someone stole his car.
Tom Edwards comes on. Adds more height to that forward line.
Yeah, so he's fresh and ready to go. So, and the boundary throw in. Now it's just hit the deck. No one's picked up there by, that would be... No, you can't see from this angle. It's on the far side. So, someone's calling a hole in the ball, but the umpire says, I'm not sure what's happening here at the moment.
See, there's always a mismatch. Now, have a look at the guy who's got Sammy Abel. You know, Abel's got 4 or 5 inches on him in height.
Now, I'm not sure what's going on here. There's the umpire's...
Ball up, I think.
Ball up.
Yep.
Someone thought it was a free kick, was it? So the umpire probably doesn't know what's going on. He's going to ball it up. So hits the deck. No one's taken it.
Gepps Cross must get the next one. They need one right now. Matthews goes to half forward, forward around Tasser. The ball spills to Glenunga. Bit of composure back here. They'll release Asfahi. He'll have the pace, will he? He does. Ball allows it to bounce. He'll take him on. He does. Handballs to himself, and it just goes out of play right in front of us. Just does enough. Also well played.
Nothing wrong. We're not
Bennett,
sure what
Bennett and Andrew Tanner just say hello to each other there on the boundary line, right in front of us. Good stuff, good football.
Yeah, that's all right.
Just a bit of love there, Shane.
Yeah,
for his teammates.
Asfahi comes off carrying a bit of a calf. It looks like there.
So Wonky in again. Wonky's got it. He just can't do much with that. The 3 players have wrapped him up, and the umpire said, "I'll have it."
That is special comments from Maxie Clark behind us.
Yeah, Maxie, you can hear him.
As the ball's one down.
So Rawlings along the ground, picked up
Schmidt
there by Schmidt.
To full
forward.
There's
something.
Clark ran Tasser. I said they needed the next one. Cometh the man, cometh the moment, and Schmidt has won another clearance, kicked it forward. He's been down this quarter, but he's come into the game, hits up. Clark ran Tasser, and he'll line up 20 metres out directly in front.
Probably their last chance maybe to get a goal this quarter because we're into the 27-minute mark of this last quarter. So last chance.
Third quarter.
Third quarter, what did I say? Last quarter, I don't know. Third quarter, last chance here. Someone should go any second. What does he do? He nails that straight through the middle.
That's his third, and Gepps Cross ninth. It's a 21-point ball game here at Webb Oval. Just quickly in the AFL, Das, as I said, predicted, the Hawks have come back. They've won by 29 points, and the Bulldogs by 9 points over the Suns.
And we see a top versus bottom there, saying AFL. We had North Adelaide and the Crows. It's a very close contested game there, so you think Crows North should win. I just lost the score, but I'll get it for you in a minute. But top versus bottom, it's a close game. I think Crows did hit the lead there at some stage. I will get up right now.
It's North by 6 points, mate.
North by only by 6 points.
Three-quarter time.
Three-quarter time. So top versus bottom, and gee whiz, that's a bit of an upset for 1 quarter to go.
We'll have more scores at three-quarter time in this game.
Back in the middle of the ground, we got wrapped up there was Ashley Benz. But the umpire said, no, I'll have the ball again.
As it is Glenunga by 21 points here. Late stages of the third quarter. Next goal, absolutely crucial. It will change the tempo of the game whoever gets this next goal. As the ball goes high to half forward, Great comes from 3 deep. Big spoil. Wood releases the handball. Under pressure now. Number 13 for Gepps Cross. That's Dylan Verpreck. Haven't called his name too many times in the last 2 quarters.
Today.
No,
that's it. But
been pretty quiet.
Centre half forward line of the Gepps Cross forward line. Umpire throws up. Maybe another chance, just a slight chance to make another goal. Barging through comes, that would be Benz again, but the umpire says, no, you've had it too long and I'll throw it up.
In the last minute here of the third quarter, you'd think, Das, there's been about 7 goals scored, so you would expect some time on. Ball one down, straight down, tackled by Great. So that slow centre of gravity takes his player down. Ball comes out again.
Through the pack. He's not getting out of there, though. The ball spills out.
And dangerously put back out. It was all Gepps Cross back here. That's Tanner. Tanner with an ugly high up and under kick. That's gone to no one in particular. High, wide, Hanson. And English should clear, but overruns the ball. There's Schmid. Quick left-footed kick. Gets it going forward. Wood drops what he might have taken. Then there's Baird and out. Glenunga are out now. McMahon leads in the race. The ball takes possession. And he's tackled. And you're gone, Mickey McMahon. And the umpire says, no, you're not. And And the Gepps Cross fans say, that's an incorrect decision, umpire, but it's umpire appreciation round, and we respect you.
TJ, okay, I can't back that one up to you. Anyway, for the 43, there's it. Charles again sends it along the forward line, punched away there by there. Right. Running after is, that would be...
And there's a siren.
From here, that's the siren at 3/4 time.
It's Glenunga, 12 goals, 7, playing Gepps Cross, 9 goals, 4. So that works out to a 21-point ball game. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, Luke Hosey.
Yeah. Just as I thought at the beginning of the game, I just thought that the Glenunga forward line might be just get hold of that defence, just that bit of height, and I think in that quarter it's really started to open up again. You know, Big James Wunky's kicked 4. You know, the other big guys like Mickey McMahon have had an influence though, as an able Beard up there when he rotates. Yeah, I just think they just got too much marking power up there, too much firepower.
Yep.
And
a couple of negative signs for Gepps Cross. Big Robbie Kovacic, Kovo we'll call him. Just looks like he's carrying a little something there, a bit of a limp going on. Obviously, Schmid...
He's a very good player, gives a good contest, doesn't he?
Yep, and Schmid didn't look 100%, certainly started that quarter on the bench behind us, so not going at 100% at the moment. So, look, you'd expect Glenunga from here, you would think perhaps maybe should run over the top of them.
You got a 21-point lead. You really shouldn't give that. You know, to say that from here on in, well, Gepps have got to kick 4 to get in front. Hypothetically, Glenunga are going to kick 2 in this quarter. Well, Gepps have got to kick 6.
Yep.
Now, that's the way I probably look at it. Now, can they kick 6? They've kicked 9 3/4. Probably not. So
yep.
that's probably how I'd look at it. So.
And you can't see it on camera right now, but the injured Nick Wunky just making his way past us in the worst pair of shoes / pants outfit I've ever seen. He's got the brown skinny pants on,
it's not good, is
with the desert boot meets the RM Williams shoe type situation. That get up. It's just not good for anyone. You can't pull that off. Anyway, let's get back to the footy. Are we taking scores from out of the grounds, or are we going to our sponsors, Luke Hosey?
We're going to have a bit of a... No, we're not. We're just going to go to the around the ground scores. Got Prince Alfred Old Collegians 8-6, Modbury 3-6. So it's 5 goals to the tune of Prince Alfred there at Park 9. Halfway through the third quarter, we've got Edwardstown 9-7 against Salisbury 5-6. And... Scotch 9-6, Westminster 10-6. So Westminster only by a goal. That's a bit of a turnaround. I thought Westminster might have won that one quite well there at Glandore, but yeah, Scotch are playing quite well.
Thanks for that, Luke. And, of course, we've given you the AFL scores. We Port Adelaide are underway. Your beloved Power, obviously, and Power fan as well, Hose, underway in the Perth against West Coast. That game is starting momentarily. As we said, very late in the throngs, it's Hawthorn by 6 goals, and the Bulldogs have won by 9 points over the Gold Coast Suns. In the Sample, there was 2 games today. South Adelaide were too good for the Dogs, just to the tune of 9 points, and at 3/4 time, it is North Adelaide by a goal over Adelaide. So interesting there. Payneham doing it comfortably over Henley at Payneham. Will have their first win of the year. Just got an update through from Tommy Chirick. 3/4 time, picture of the scoreboard. Beautiful work there, Tommy. It's Payneham 11-11-77 to Henley 4 goals 3-27. So that's a 50-point lead at 3/4 time to the Falcons. So they will be singing the song this year, this week. Cheer boys, cheer boys, cheer we are the Falcons.
Didn't see that coming. I must admit, I thought Henley might have got up. And
I tipped him in my article, mate, so I'll hear all about that.
And even if they did get up, I wouldn't have certainly predicted a 50-point margin. So,
yes.
I'll be honest.
Glenunga break with a big come on. Got some more scores for us?
No, I've got Jeffrey Hurd here asking for the scores at this game now. So I'll just top him back. He's been very good to us. And send scores.
Just quickly, goal kickers for Glenunga. We've got James Wunky with 4, a double to Andy Reid, singles to Mickey McMahon, Harry Prosser, Link Bennett, Sam Abel, Guy Warden, Aaron Asfaha. He may be finished for the day as Faha, is he? Or is he out there? He's back out there. Good stuff. And for Gepps Cross, Clark Rantassa with 3, Gibbs with 2, Kovacic with 2, and Benz with 1. Das Evans, what did you learn out there?
Yeah, he just wasn't happy with that last 10 minutes of the game. Then he said, they just got to wait. We obviously hit the lead. It was good. We were 4 goals up, but just that last 10 minutes, you thought they just may have done a few things that didn't go quite away. So let's get back to the game plan, send it in long, look for Wonky, look for those sort of players, and Beard when they're down there, and look, let's just finish this game off. That's the Pittman's one of their assistant coaches. See him floating around. Yeah, so he's
interesting as well to see Gepps Cross. They've gone with a different midfield setup now. They're thrown in there Mordaunt, Matthews. They've got Mordaunt, Matthews, Childs, and Wood in there for Glenunga. Mickey McMahon, Joshy Henke, Javier Larcombe, and starting with Tommy Baird in ruck. So not all your usual suspects in there.
I reckon they're going to try to roll a few forward, Gepps, to kick a winning score.
Yeah, have they thrown Schmidt forward, have they?
Yes, they have.
They have.
So he's sitting up there next to Clark Rantassa.
Yep.
And you got
Baird. Sorry, Hose. Baird busts through the pack, gets the clearance there. The big ruckman from Glenunga goes to half forward. We'll have another ball up. Carry on, Luke.
Benz is also up there. So obviously Vittler's rolled the dice and said, yep, we've got to win this game, so we're going to play our best forward line.
Okay, we're back here. The umpire's thrown it up. Now, probably a chance here for Glenunga. Glenunga, no, Chep. Oh, smother off the boot. Very well there by that Gepps Cross play. Not sure who that was. There's players in the way. Kicks it now. Gepps Cross, come out of their forward into the wing position. Run after is Ellis. Ellis should grab this. He does, but no, he's just going to let it run over the boundary on the very far side of the wing position.
Yeah, I think first one here, Glenunga, it's a 21-point game. Obviously, easy enough to get that back, but they kick the first one here, Glenunga, they win.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Yep. I think I backed them. I think we all backed them, didn't we, Glenunga today?
The most important player on the ground in this quarter is actually Jack Harford, because he's got Big Schmidt up there, and Schmidt could actually turn this game around if he
this way, that away,
kicks
quick
2 or 3 goals.
Quick play by Glenunga. They get it to full forward. It's a battle of 1-on-1. It's Wonky versus Ricky Smith. Wonky's got a hold of him. He releases a handball to Reed. He will go on his right. No, he won't. He gives it back to Middleton on his left. And he's kicked it right into the donut stand for 1- score. As Faha makes his way off. Coming on, CJ Inglis.
At the Pernick, smarter with data in.
Ball's coming this way. Here comes Inglis. Oh, he had a chance to get there and absolutely clean his clock. Real sociable football there from CJ Inglis. And it was good mark by Tanner in the end. Tanner comes down to half forward in front of us. Kovacic again, good strong mark.
He got great hands as well.
Didn't get off the ground, but he's saying Clark Rantassa points to the spot and he kicks to the spot. Doesn't quite get there. Takes
I reckon Rantassa had that.
No, he didn't.
Half volley.
I reckon.
No. Yep.
Okay.
And we'll have a ball up. Well, we know Clark Rantassa wins a loose ball. It comes out. They've given ball ups plenty of times. So that's one thing they've done well. And you have to say, boys, fair to say, umpiring's been better in the second half.
They let the game go a bit. Exactly, they have. Just
would have come back to stump cam, mate, and not out. It would have been.
Yeah.
Looks like the observer went home at half time. So it's let's go back to umpiring footy.
Run down, Childs off the left foot. Quick snap just to the near side. That would have been huge. Brings it back to a 20-point ball game here in favour of Glenunga at Webb Oval. But I'll tell you what, Luke Childs 2 weeks in a row, the Prince Harry lookalike, they say. He's been fantastic.
Scary.
He's probably been one of their best, if not their best player today, in my opinion.
He's been good. Schmidt's been good again. Not as dominant as last week, but is good. They're obviously missing Jared Clark Rantassa, who's away in Bali. But
is it Ellis? Yeah. So Ellis sends it out towards this position. So big pack forms up goes the he goes misses everyone there. Probably holding the man there by.
Should have been free kick to Larkham.
Larkham, yep, but the umpire didn't see that. So anyway, the umpire says, no, I'll have a ball up here.
Yep. Probably a bit fortunate there, Jack Gibbs.
It was. Larkham, good punch there by way. I didn't find him in particular, but runs after. That's Tanner.
Quick pair of heels. Beautiful look up, hit up kick.
I should
well played there.
Mark that rather than punch it away. Oh, it's a bit high. Number 9, Josh Bold.
And crucial kick here.
Yeah, they have a shot.
Bring it back to a 15-point ball game here, Josh Bald. Bit of mail on Josh Bald. What do we got? He was a former Gepps Cross junior, back home now, and he'll line up from 40 metres out, kicking towards the Hydro Smart Pure Water end. Pure water, it tastes better.
And I think that the man who gave the free kick away, as I said, is the most important man on the ground this last quarter, Jack Harford.
Yeah.
Lining up,
left
deliberate approach.
Looks like a left footer.
Close to the man on the mark, and he might have just missed it to the far side, and he has. There's another point for Gepps Cross, and And Darcy Evans, you're going to say goodbye to our viewers before you leave, Darcy Evans?
Sorry,
Darcy
yes,
Evans.
lads, I will. Look, I've got to go. I've got a very important event tonight. I'm a Carlton supporter. It's the only time I get to see the boys tonight. I've got an event to attend.
You're a Carlton supporter?
I am.
Well, I wouldn't be there.
One. I wouldn't nut 7. I was 7 tonight. All right, lads, have a good one, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Darcy Evans. Goodbye.
There isn't any point saying have a good night because you're going to lose.
All right, as Glenunga, they take the kick in, playing on, coming in board. Bit of confusion. Running, bouncing, slow playing it here, but releasing. Now they'll come to the wing area. McMahon out of position. Kovacic drops what he might have taken. Runs back on the ball, though. Gets it. Good pressure from Middleton. He's pressured. Tackle. Spinning out. Oh, he's got a handful of Guernsey there. Yep, umpire would have seen that. And that one's against Schmid. They might have had each other, but we could see that one.
Harford's got the free kick.
Gepps cross. Faithful, absolutely ropeable on that one. But from our vantage point, we could actually see that one. It depends what angle you're at.
Yeah, I don't know if there was too much in it either way.
Yeah,
I thought they were both holding each other. So
yeah, and he doesn't look right to me today, Matty Schmidt. He just seems to be favouring something in his chest. It looks like.
Yeah, I don't
know. He's been poorly nipple crippled, but anyway, and they'll come out. Oh, bit of a fresh area there from Brown Ellis, but good follow up, good pressure. The pressure's on here in this game. There's plenty happening. Luke Hosey.
Yeah, Brant. Probably could have gone a little bit harder at that instead of sticking the little foot out. But next 5 minutes, absolutely important in this game.
Good tap, bad, beautiful tap. The release, lovely to Henke. Henke with a release handball. Here's Abel. Abel with a awkward kick. One kick caught behind, but gets a little fist in. Oh, held on to there. Should be a free kick.
What?
Oh, it's Gepps cross free kick. Umpire says advantage. Quick play there.
I'm starting to get
and good pressure. I'll tell you what, that's the pressure there that was number 10. He caused that turnover. Middleton. Yeah. He gets it. Henke this way, that away. Right foot puts it up in front. Should look for and fine. Andy Reid in the pocket. He plays on. He'll go into open goal and go bang! Captain's goal, Andy Reid.
And that was the hardest goal. Very, very poor work from Ben Rawlings there. Took his eye off Andy Reid.
And I'm certain Emmanuel, the cameraman, doesn't miss too much. The last thing he missed was the hamburger before the game. But if you watched very, very closely, it was Lockie Middleton putting the pressure on. If he doesn't run and chase and put that pressure on, there's no turnover there, potentially as much as a 2-goal turnaround. So well done, Lockie Middleton. Had a good game today. Really impressed with his game.
But Rawlings had his arms in the air, demonstrating down the field. Wasn't watching Andy Reid. Andy Reid just running and kicked the open goal where he should have been standing.
I don't think the word's demonstrating, being demonstrative maybe.
Demonstrative, sorry. He just,
very good play. Anyway, carry on. Sorry, host. Schmid, beautiful play. How good is Schmid in ball? But this time it should be. They should clear. It is. Henke. Well done there. Henke's been all right. Looks for and finds Abel. Abel might take some time off the clock here. He's 50 metres out, straight in front. And I tell you what, his best kick kicks this. A man with no nickname. Not very often you can say that. Former Marrickville player. Looks for, goes short, finds Mickey McMahon. Why wouldn't you give it to Mick McMahon? And says, Mick, it's your problem now. He'll line up all of 3 metres closer to goal on a worse angle, but why not? Mickey McMahon.
Syrian badminton expert.
I'm not sure what that even means. We used to call him Triple M when he was playing Gaelic football, Mickey McMahon, but former North Adelaide player, former Crows top-up player. He still is a Crows top player. Lines up from 50. Slide angle, deliberate approach. Leans back.
Got it.
Goal umpire says, wow, you're a good kick. That is your second, Mick McMahon, and that is Glenunga's 13th. Glenunga 13-8-86.
Skip away now. It's a 26-point lead on the Harley Heaven and Firm scoreboard.
To Gepps Cross 9-6-60, so a lot of action in way of the scoreboard, but hopefully the scoreboard's flashing up along with all our great sponsors on the screen. It's Glenunga by 26 points, and for all intents and purposes, I think this one might be over hose, although, it's not mathemathematically.
It's
but
that thing where I said 6 goals. They've already kicked 2. Now they've got to kick 6. So
beautiful tap, but McMahon in position A. And again, one thing that Glenunga have done better than Kilburn, their defensive running patterns are much better than Kilburn's, aren't they? They've been able to work out. Clark Rantassa had a waltzed out of contest 15 times last week.
Being fit.
Yeah, you get to more contests, don't you? Yeah. Tahana battling hard at ground level. He's tackled by CJ Inglis in there as well.
That's a big difference between watching Glenunga and Kilburn, is that one's fit and one isn't. And Kilburn are not fit.
No, they've got some fit lads, but all in all, not as fit yet.
As a team, they're done.
Beautifully done there. That was Josh Bald on the left foot, goes long, but it's all Glenunga back there taking a very good mark. Very well done there. He's been Aaron Manning. Haven't called his name too often today, but he's done a good job. He's been strong and consistent. Playing on quickly is Gratz, yep. He goes out on the full, straight into the picnic rug, and it'll be a free kick to Gepps Cross, 60 metres out from their goal, heading towards the Hydro Smart Puro Shop water with end, or your right of screen if you're watching the live stream.
Yeah, no, Manning's been quite good down there today. Had a hard task with the big fellow with James Clark Ratassa, but he's only kicked 2. I mean, that's a fair day out. You know, Holden
he's kicked 3, but yeah.
3, sorry. Yeah.
Kicks to the true. Oh, good mark there.
And right
there
on
he is.
cue, there he is.
Yep.
Hey, right on cue.
James Clark Ratassa, former Brahma Lodge player, former Greenacres player, and now currently with Gepps Cross, will kick his 4th straight into the Glenunga International High School. Breathes a little bit of life into this game, and this game is now. Sorry, it was a 32-point ball game. Now it's a 26-point ball game.
And so that's 4 to Clark Ratassa.
Yeah. And just looking down, all the way down to the National High School, it's all red, white and blue down there. Really good Gepps Cross crowd. They've got a great support this year, supporter base, and certainly plenty to be up and about. And even now, still encouraging each other, saying, come on, Woody, get up there.
Oh, they got everyone back now that Gino's gone, I suppose. That helps.
Just a little crispy there. Okay, it's bad. Wood over the top of him, wins the tap. He wins his own ball. He should get the clearance as well. He does. Streams through the middle. Kicks long. Chance for back-to-back goals. Clark Ratassa drops it.
It's a free.
And
free.
Who's free?
Clark Ratassa. He ran back at him, not at the ball.
I'd like to see the replay of that because I did not see.
Was it? That was a free, yeah.
Okay. So it's back-to-back goals. 2 in a minute here for should he put this one through. He's 15 metres out in a very slight angle.
We must have another listener out there. We've got Scotty Dykstra. Tell Javor Payne lost in C6. So
sorry, it's an A-grade show here, Scott Dykstra. Don't talk about your D-grade stuff. Anyway, unless we win, of course. Clark Ratassa kicks his 5th.
No. He's up and about because Hope Valley 10-4-64, Heckey's 7-6-48. So
they won a game. They beat the bottom team, did they?
Yeah, they were bottom, weren't they, Valleys?
Oh, geez, you better stock up the fridge with cruisers for Lisa.
Yeah. Sean Williams has just texted in, CBC 9-8, Lockley's 11-7, so Lockley's just kicked away that a little bit.
Yep.
And Kenilworth, they're a long way in front over Smithfield, 17-12 to...
Back to the action here, sorry, host. 20 points, and Gepps Cross looking for another centre break, and they get it. Here they come through Benz. Benz goes long to full forward. Awkward bounce. Clark Ratassa's got to hold it again. Can he kick his 3rd in a minute? He has! Here come the Gepps Cross Rams. Oh, I tell you what, host, we may have put this one to bed too early. 3 quick goals in no less than 2 minutes, probably a minute of football. And a bit of a scuffle down there, and it is now a 14-point ball game. It is game on at Webb Oval.
When in doubt, start a fight. That was what happened back in the 80s, so yeah.
Do you reckon that message has just gone out?
Oh,
you're trying to give me...
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that's what happened back in the 80s, yeah.
You're trying to give me D-grade football scores. And we have got the 1v2 battle at Ram Park here. It is on. It is happening. Gepps Cross just showing they've got... Oh, well, he's pointing at the scoreboard. What is going on here? This is interesting, as Aaron Manning is just absolutely...
He's had 3 kicked on him in 5 minutes, and probably not the ideal time to be pointing, I would have thought.
No, as Mickey McMahon wins a centre clearance. Glenunga win their first clearance in a while. That's the difference. Gepps Cross, they got a goal and 2 centre clearances. That could do anything. And that was Wood that won those centre clearances. But Woody, he's just proppy behind play. He's not going to get to this contest here.
Back to 14 points, TJ.
Yep. And Kovacic runs up. Good cover. Kovacic comes and says, Wood, head down the forward line. 1 down by Baird, 1 down to Glenunga, and that is brilliant play. And here comes Woody. He's coming from the ground. Spotted that one pretty early. Big Fidel Cathro to come back on. I tell you, Hose, it's hotted up here at Ram Park. 14 points the difference. Early stages in the last quarter. We've got a game on Kovacic with a big punch running onto its Glenunga. Player tackled high. He did drop to his knees, though. I don't like those ones paid, and he hasn't paid it. I reckon we're only 13 minutes in the last quarter.
Woods come off it. He doesn't look too good.
No, that's a huge loss because he was the reason they had a couple of centre clearances thanks to him. as Cathro doesn't get to it, but Kovacic takes the ruck, winning another clearance. It's Gepps cross, but straight to Glenunga. They're going to spread here to the near side. They've got players running in every direction.
They've got a few blokes in behind the ball now.
It's all Glenunga, and protecting the player well, taking a good mark there is Henke. Henke will run in board. Kovacic is aware of it. I've been impressed with Big Robbie Kov. He's been aware on a couple of things.
Very good.
Goes long to the true full forward position. Big, long arms. Mickey McMahon. Cometh the man, cometh Mickey, the Syrian badminton, whatever he is. He's won
Syrian badminton expert.
Let's stick on the footy hose because he's taken a big mark 35 metres out straight in front, but he also won the centre clearance, and that's where they were getting massacred. They wouldn't have had him last week. That kind of league football or that presence to come back.
He'll play his 5 games to qualify. There's no doubting that.
Aaron Manning's just cooled off a little bit. Just made a few friends with the Gepps Cross spectators. He's going to come back on now as McMahon lines up from 35 metres out. And, he's kicked an ugly-looking kick, and it's just snuck into the near post.
Got it.
Doesn't matter how it goes through. It'll be a goal in the paper.
Steadies the ship with his third.
Yeah, kicks his third, and it's been McMahon and Reid with 3 each have been absolutely damaging with a pill and really made a difference today.
Big Wonky with 4 as well.
Yep.
Missing the other big gun, the other Nick Wonky too.
Just eradicates the trend. Schmid, but one out by Glenunga. That was Link Bennett, but coughed up. Polkinghorn has been very quiet today. High up and under kick, looking awkwardly done, but effectively done. Oh, coming through.
Yeah,
now that's interesting. That's interesting.
He got him high.
I'd like to see that one on replay. Josh Booney put his head over the ball and was rewarded, which is fair enough. But
yeah, he just got him high. It was only a free.
To Larkham. Larkham looks for and finds a player. That should be 25, and is. That's there. He's taken the mark. You've caused him to spill over.
Loose, wasn't it?
Yep.
Loose.
And that's dangerous because it now puts him to a... You wouldn't want to buy real estate off him. That's about an 11-metre 25. But anyway, as now, I'm not sure who's got the ball out there, but he'll send it deep into attack. He'll look for Sammy Abel. Abel makes a good lead. Bypasses him. Looks for Wonky. Wonky goes with one hand. Doesn't take it. Running onto it is Gepps cross player. They'll clear.
Schmidt.
Beautiful, long-ranging handball. He's tackled without the ball, though, yep. And he gets a free kick there. He's been okay today, Kai Manionis. They come this way. Dangerous kick. Kovacic comes on the scene a little bit late, though. Sfarha been very quiet this quarter. Running out. Beautiful play there. Andrew Tanner. He's caught, though. Oh, the umpire says play on.
How isn't that holding? Oh, dear.
So he's run, he's had a bounce. He's running.
No
prior? No prior?
And drop the ball on the tackle and not give it on the ball.
I actually looked away for a second, but
stunned.
No comment. Carry on.
That's unbelievable.
Here we go. Flying through is Prosser, trying to impact the contest, trying to do something. Harry Prosser needs to just do one good thing here. Doesn't need to be your day. It can be your moment, Harry Prosser. Anyway. Andy Reid just dropping behind the play. Very smart.
Good instruction. Just hitting that 10 metres behind the ball.
Don't allow that quick clearance because that's the only thing that's going to hurt him right now.
That rebound protection spot.
Yeah, Prosser again, flying through the contest. Beautifully done there. There it is. Mantonis again goes along quickly. Great. Overruns the ball. It's all Gepps cross here. They should run onto it. Gibbs taps it across to Kovacic on the right foot. Quick snap. He's kicked a point.
No.
Looked good, didn't it?
Yeah, looked good from here, but not to be.
As we are 18-minute mark, final quarter. Gepps cross trail by 19 points. Could we have a grand? Yep. Could we have a grandstand finish? 15-8 plays 12-7. It's a great game of football. A game befitting 1v2. Glenunga will be kicking in from the international school end or the southern end. The Hydro Smart Pure
end. The Syrian badminton expert.
And he's come into the game in the last quarter when great players stand up. Here's the Sfarha. He's covered some ground there to get over there. He's done well. Next one's not going to be easy. Going to be the high up and under kick probably down the line. Sfarha deliberately does. He does. Kicks it right down to the wing. Massive pack of players around there, and it'll be seen over. Andy Reid out of position, just punches it over the line, and we'll have a ball in true centre wing position. There's 19 minutes gone in the final quarter. It's Glenunga by 19 points. Next goal will decide this game.
I think the game's already decided. TJ.
Oh, look, I'm just trying to give our listeners something. bad, quick kick.
Glenunga have just got that. They got Javier sitting as a +1 back down there as well. just trying to protect their lead at this
Well done, McMahon again. Scoots around the back with 7th or 8th possession in this quarter. He's been just about the difference. Great release. Here's Reed. Reed's quick. Inboard handball. He'll get it back here, will Reed. No, he doesn't. Middleton is it. On the left. There's the sealer. Brilliantly done. That one started with McMahon. Of their goals, 4 or 5 of their goals this quarter, what has it been? It's been 4 goals this quarter. McMahon's been involved with 3 of them, and that says it all, really. He's been the X factor that's going to get them over the line. They now lead by 20-something points, 25 points, I believe it should be. Yep.
On the Harley Heaven scoreboard.
Polkinghorne just making way for Jack O'Neill, and it's fair to say the 2 young fellas, O'Neill and Polkinghorne, haven't impacted the contest today.
No, 2 young fellas, but their day will come, and it's fair to say if the fat lady wasn't on the stage, she is now.
Difference is this week, Hose, is that last week they were able to run all over Kilburn, the young fellas. This week they've got fit young opponents who are running with them.
2 different sides, aren't they? Yep. Kilburn, by comparison, are slugs and unfit. And,
it's a bit harsh, but...
Well, it's factual. They had all those injuries. They had a few fit players. But
no depth in the B grade.
No depth and just not fit.
Well, not great depth anyway. As they ball spilling... One through Henke. Henke to Reed. Reed's greased lightning, but he's caught this time, and you are gone. Holding the chutney, and the umpire says we'll have a ball up.
Oh, no, this is getting sillier, isn't it?
See, it's for me with umpiring, you just pay the bleeding obvious. That's bleeding obvious.
Yeah, that was holding the ball.
He took the player on. He took the player on and got tackled, impeded. That's holding the ball. Andy Reed's one of my best mates. That's holding the ball. Who gives
the bloke from Gepps, who was running forward here, at a bounce, trying to break the tackle.
Free kick.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Anyway, free kick Glenunga. They'll go deep in the teeth of the goals. Well, they know. Short, quick kick. Sammy Abel competes, gets it at ground level. Back out to Middleton, is it? He kicked the last goal. Release handball to Bennett. Umpire says that's a throw. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, Gepps Cross supporter calls for 25. That's actually quite clever.
Watching the same game as me? I don't know, right?
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Not to worry. Rawlings, deep in defence to Child. Can't fault his game again. Good 4-quarter effort. Running on the left. Looks for, nearly finds Jack Gibbs. Gibbs has been a couple of good things, but just doesn't get involved.
Bit hard, though, up in that forward pocket, half-forward line.
Free kick, Glenunga. There would have been 60 free kicks today, though, wouldn't there? There's a 25.
Just got too involved, haven't they?
Some absolutely witty banter coming out from behind us regarding the umpiring. Oh, this is where I suggest hosts sometimes leave the effects mics on. You get some great stuff. And is it McMahon? I think it was McMahon.
Yeah.
Look for, and no, it couldn't be unless he's kicked it to himself there. And McMahon takes a mark and another 25. Just unravelling a little bit for Gepps Cross. And that'll bring him to about 45 to 50 metres out. And he'll be able to line up for goal there and take his full 30 seconds.
And to be fair, this unravelling does start because of the umpiring.
Yes. 22-minute mark, final quarter.
That causes the unrest.
Yeah, McMahon lines up here, lining up for his 4th in what has been an absolutely huge last quarter from Mick McMahon. And it's straight through the middle. What a beautiful kick. He gives the double-fisted pump. Haven't seen the double fist since one of those old movies. Asfaha, I tell you what, he's struggling out here in front of us. Not sure why, but...
he's the best player on the ground today, Mickey McMahon. He's been the difference between the 2 sides.
Yeah. He's kicked more goals than it, apart from Clark Rantasser on the ground. And the last quarter, when the game was challenged, he stood up, won centre clearances, took big marks, pushed back in defence and got touches. 10 touches in the final quarter, including 2 goals. You can't fault it. That's a match-winning performance.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
And you'd expect it. He was actually pretty good for the Crows over the 3 or 4 weeks.
And the good thing about it is in Division 1 you can get some guys like Menzel, you put them up forward. That's different. Into this level of footy, you've got to have your best players at the fall of the ball, and that's what Glenunga have done.
Yep.
They haven't played him forward. They're just playing him around. They're playing him around the fall of the ball.
Yep. Another ball up, secondary ball up, just forward of the centre for Gepps Cross favour. And one down, Schmid, quick kick again. Hasn't been able to release like he did last week, still been very good. Running, always quick, this boy. Andrew Tanner, quick kick, flying shot on the right from 50. Does it get there? And just touched by the Gepps Cross player, I reckon. Oh, that's already over the line. Oh, here comes some controversy from the men in green. The podgy little goal umpire wanders out. You'd already signalled a point, mate. Yes, all clear was given. That's 1 point. Thank you. Somebody make the, and it's touched, just like you said a couple of minutes ago. 1 point. And it is still a 5-goal game in favour of Glenunga as they go long to the wing. Here's McMahon. Flies. What a grab. Mickey McMahon. That's about 6 marks for the quarter now. That's amazing. He comes inboard. Beautiful kick. Hits up Asfaha. He's got a good understanding, these two. He's got players loose, roaming around. It's just opened up, as you said. If he just thinks his way through it, and as you hear Brian Lees just say, settle, settle. Yeah. No, nothing silly required. He does. Nice hit-up little kick there. That's all they've got to do. Looks for and finds.
And to me, they've got a very, very good side. They've only got a couple of weaknesses.
Yep. Here's Manning. Manning at the centre to Bennett.
I think they need another inside mid because they just need a little bit
Bennett
more
will find Greats. No, he doesn't. He goes straight up the middle. Hits Reed at full pace. Reed 70 metres out. Go the barrel. Give the people what they want.
And they certainly need a key defender because we've seen a game today. James Clark Lentassa get hold of them.
Yep.
In the first game, we saw May and...
Reed to McMahon. Oh, I'll tell you what. Easy as you like. Easy as you like that was. Sorry, I'll come back to you, Hose. Yeah. Andy Reed, should we get a quick word? Andy, quick word. We're going to get a very quick word here as it looks like Glenunga have just got over the line. So we're here with Glenunga captain Andy Reed. Andy, happy with today's performance?
Yeah, it was probably our first game against opposition that we knew were right up there last year, so we knew we had to come out and play well.
Mickey McMahon, absolutely enormous today. I think he was lining up for his 4th. He's kicked off to the Fish, who just pops it through for his 5th, does he? Tell us what's it like having Mickey back in the team?
My man Crush is back. Haven't played too many games with him since I've been here, so good for him to be out here.
Now, Andy, at one point I saw you running off. Did somebody steal something from your car, or what was up with that? I've never seen you move that quick in your life.
No, not too many robberies around these parts, but just got to get off quick.
No worries. And apart from Mick today, you'd be really happy with a few other people's games. We love Josh Greats. He's got a huge ass, doesn't he?
Big bum. We got a few blokes with big bums, but he was really good back there. Provided a great contest every time he was near the ball.
No worries. Well done today, mate. Leesy's give me the stink eye, so we'll let you go and we'll see you in the club for a beer afterwards. See you, mate. Well done.
See ya.
Thanks, Andy. And again, well done to Schmitty. Gave us an interview last week. Reed's given us one this week. It's fantastic. It's grassroots footy at its finest, and we love it. It's Glenunga by 6 goals. As Gepps Cross go forward, Luke Hosey.
Yeah, no, it is. It's really good for the grassroots footy to be able to get the guys. We are, before anyone gets too carried away, we are selective. We do pick the older guys who have been around, not just the young fellas coming off the ground. So, yeah, we are. And we wait till the game's a little bit done and dusted and things like that. So,
yeah. And the score on the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard, it is 18-8 to 12-8. And
yes.
Look, the other thing is having Andy Reed interviewed. He's gonna post that on his own Facebook. It's going to get us another 1,000 hits.
Last week we got Big Schmidt. The game was done and dusted. Gepps is going to win. They're happy.
Yep.
We've got an experienced bloke. It's not like getting an 18-year-old Tyson Balkengorn, is it?
No, and look, and the game is over. It's just Glenunga pushing forward to half forward. But probably enough of us, a little bit more of the players. That's what people aren't tuning in to listen to us. They want to see the local footballers of Glenunga's. The ball comes high to Wonky. Good mark, big fishy Wonky. He'll line up for his 6th. He's done enough today, hasn't he? How do you fault a guy lining up for his 6th?
You can't, and this is where this height was always going to be a problem, and it's going to be a problem for every other side too, because they're missing another Wonky who's going to come back into the side, and it's just too potent. That forward line's just too potent.
Yes.
And, I just don't know how you stop it, and this side could be a force in Div 3, Div 2.
I can confirm as well, Javor not playing D-grade today, the D-grade lose. I think there's something in that for all of us. Thanks, Todd Wiedenberg. I thought Dice was stitching us up as Wonky kicks his 6th and Glenunga's 19th. It's Glenunga 19-8, Gepps Cross 12-8. 7 goals to the good.
Yeah. That was what I predicted. I said they don't get any smaller, and it has been those big guys in this last quarter, the Wonkies and the McMahons, who have stood up and won the ball in the air, which is where the big fellas are going to do it. And, and that's where they won the game.
And in the end, only the 4 goal kickers. I may have missed one. Only the 4 goal kickers for Gepps Cross. That's always going to be a problem.
I've got 5 goal kickers.
Okay, Tahana kicked one, pardon me. Yep, as beautifully one here. Javier Larkin breaks through the centre. Kicks, looks for a fishy one. He takes the mark. Does he know he drops it? He'll look for get it back, though. In the pocket, it's McMahon, is it? This way, that way. Caught holding the ball. No, umpire says play on, and we're going to have a ball in. Right in the pocket.
Right on siren time. They've been going about 28 and a half minutes.
Yeah, we have. And it is Glenunga by 7 goals. So Glenunga will be top after surrendering the 30-point lead in round 1. They've made every post a winner. One had a good month of football.
A learning curve for them, that first game.
Wonky steals it from his mate out the pack and kicks it out on the full. And
that's a 42-point lead. That's a huge win, and top versus second.
Yep. And I can't see a thing because we've got people in front of us. But well done here, Gepps Cross, just working it out. Looks like it might be Schmidt. Can't tell. Right in my way here, right in front of us now. They fly. There's Kovacic. Does well. Releases. Good play. Ash bends. Kicks on. He's battled hard to Clark Rantasser at full forward. Good spoil. Manning's been good. He's battled hard. Rantasser's kicked 6. Manning's tried hard though. And he just gets a little yoink from Clark Rantasser. The ball spills back to Kovacic. Another forward who battled as hard as anyone. Comes in board, looks forward, doesn't quite find his teammate, but reading his Gepps Cross. Running onto it, there's Mordaunt. Mordaunt goes high, up and under. Ball spills, coming off the hands of Jack Gibbs, and we're going to have a ball up around from the goals. We're in junk time now, Luke Hosey. Final minute, fourth quarter, Glenunga by 42 points.
Yeah, that's a big win. That is a big win against a side that's tipped to be around the mark. And, yeah, as I said, I thought...
Well, both teams are going to play finals.
Oh, they'll both be top 3, I would have thought. Edwardstown, we saw them opening week, but they've kind of dropped off a little bit. So it's hard really to find someone else at the moment. So
and there it is. That is the final score indeed, Luke Hosey. On the Harley Heaven Firm scoreboard, it is Glenunga, 19 goals, 8. That's 122 by my calculations. Yes, taking care of Gepps Cross, 12-8. 80, a 42-point win, which was as big a lead as we had. Just a quick comment from Brian Lees. Brian, happy with today's performance?
Yeah, it was. It was, I think, a complete performance as well. The boys, I think Gepps came at us a couple of times, but we showed some composure today and actually held the footy when we needed to hold it, and we went fast when we needed to go fast. So yeah, it was nice to win like that. Yeah, well, he's handy.
And one other one, mate. I thought Link Bennett, fantastic job today on Matthew Schmidt. Be very happy with his game.
I think Link, just as a player, he's evolving as a player. He's learning how to play the game. When I first got here, Link thought he was a forward that marked and kicked goals. Now he's becoming more of a player who understands his role in the team, knows when he has to play on someone, knows when he can and go forward and kick some goals. So, no, he's really improved as a footballer. And Link's I think he's only 20, 21 years old, so he's still got a lot of improvement in him.
Yeah, a couple of guys rolling off Smith too, which was good.
Yeah, we tried to plan today that get a midfield rotation working that was a little bit bigger today, so we could work harder for longer when we're in there. So yeah, it worked out. You know what? Game of footy, sometimes things work, sometimes things don't. If they don't work, I blame them. If it does work, it's mine.
Well done.
Thanks, and apparently everything worked well today, so enjoy the show, and thanks for having us at Glenunga Footy Club. Great stuff there, Brian Lees. Well done to Brian, Andy Reid and his team, and Sammy Abel.
Thanks to the clubs for making players and coaches and that. We had Anna Vittler before the game.
Yep.
We got the winning coach after the game. In between, we've had Andy Reid come through for a chat when he's come off the field. It's all good for footy, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful. So we'll just get into our quick match wrap before we take scores from around the ground, and we'll sign off before we're back next week, of course, Hose. I'm not sure who it is, but I'll look all that up. Goal kickers for Glenunga. It was big Jimmy Fish Wonky with 6 goals. Mickey McMahon in a best on ground display kick 4. Andy the Doss Reid with 3. Singles to Harry Prosser, Link Bennett, Sammy Abel kicked the first of the day, I think. Lockie Middleton, Guy Ward and Aaron Asfaha. For Gepps Cross, it was James Clark Rantasser. A good game with 6. Jack Gibbs kicked 2.
5?
I've got him for 6.
Okay.
6, 8,
Might
10, 12.
Yep.
I've got him for 6. Kovacic with 2. And singles to Tahana and Benz, who kicked their first for the day, in a 19 goals, 8, 12 goals, 8 display. Better players, I think we've touched on them a fair bit for Glenunga. Reid was very good. McMahon, best on ground. Wonky with 6. Well, that's a fantastic effort. Baird in the ruck was very, very good. Probably had the best of the ruck duel today for mine. I loved Middleton's game. I thought he was very good.
Offers something with that left foot across that half-forward line.
Bennett, again, sometimes it's not about being the best player on the ground, but played a role on the star from the opposition in match mid.
Him and Xavier Larkham, or Javier, as he likes to
Javier Larkham was fantastic, and probably because he gave himself a nickname right on our commentary, in front of our commentary bench, but we must have called his name 20 to 30 times, and that says a lot about his game.
They were just running those two off him in a double tag, so yeah, well done, and that was good coaching.
Yep. And for Gepps Cross on the other side, Ash Ben's battled hard all day, as he does. Clark Rantassis, 6 in a losing team, really provides a target up there.
He was really good.
Couldn't follow his game. But the person that stood out the most for me is probably Luke Childs. I reckon he's a four-quarter player. Every time he plays, every contest, he might look like Prince Harry, but he plays like a demon. He really does go at it hard. A good footballer. Who else in there?
I thought Robert Coe.
Yeah, that was where I was going. Kovacic, he was fantastic as well.
He was really good. And I thought Ricky Smith back on that last line. You know, he didn't have Wonky all day. He didn't have a McMahon all day. He had a Venning for large periods of time. He had a Prosser for large. He was just like that guy, that mix and match. He was going to one to one to one. He was moving from around, and I thought he did really well today, Ricky Smith.
Yep. No, certainly. Nothing to be ashamed of. 7-goal loss away at Glenunga. They've done well. So let's take our scores from out of ground, and we're starting in Division 1. Prince Alfred. I've been sent the Prince Alfred scoreboard at 3/4 time, so they're going to win. I'm not sure who they're playing. Modbury, yep, it's 11 goals 12. Modbury 4 goals 7. So a 47-point 3/4 time lead. You don't expect that to get bigger for PAC. Modbury will get relegated this year.
Yeah, we've got from Glendore Oval, Westminster 14-9. They've defeated Scotch 10-6. So that's a 27-point margin there on the Harley Heaven and Firm scoreboard. And we go to Edwardstown. Edwardstown 11-10 defeated Salisbury 7-10 on the Harley Heaven and Firm scoreboard. So a 4-goal win to Edwardstown.
Yep, final score. I'm just waiting for a final score from PNU, but I've been sent a video of them singing the club song, but it's not really going to help us here with this. So the remaining sample game should be completed now, and yes, North Adelaide, as expected, have run away with it in the end. 12-10, 82, too good for Adelaide, 9-6, 60, so they've kicked the last 4 goals of the game, I think, something like that, North Adelaide, to restore a bit of order. In the AFL, our beloved Port Power are playing, and they're trailing by 2 goals. 4-1 plays 2-1, of course, in Perth against the Eagles.
Hard to win in the West, isn't it?
Yep. They have those previously. Hawks too good for the Bombers in the end by 23, whilst the Western Bulldogs knocked off the Suns by 9 points. And just in umpire appreciation round, we just like to say, thanks, umpire. Umpire appreciation round, just getting involved. Any more scores from out of grounds, Luke Hosey?
No, just going through every one of them now, but just can't quite get too many.
Yep.
And
I've got in my calendar, obviously I run a tight calendar here, to be confirmed. So at the start of the year, our 12th of the 5th game was a to be confirmed game. Do you know where we are next week?
We're at Jet Park next week at
Unley.
Mercedes.
Okay, Unley Mercedes for Unley versus
that I can't see.
Someone in Division 2.
I think it's Gazer. I'm fairly sure it's Gazer.
I think it is Gazer. So Unley and Gazer. We will lock horns next week from Jet Park. Looking forward to that. We on the balcony or weather pending, I guess?
Weather pending. Yeah, we're on the balcony if it looks like raining, and in the centre of the ground there if it's dry.
Yep.
So, done that deal with a lot of the clubs this year. So, obviously, with all this electrical equipment, we don't want to have too much water around.
No, we don't. And any final scores before you sign off, Hose?
No, everything's all a little bit quiet at the moment.
And well done to Emmanuel today. Apparently, everything ran perfectly, Emmanuel. I got some messages through from, I won't call them fans,
Thank you very
our
much,
friends.
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel doing good things, so it's good to see. I'm actually looking forward to going back and watching the Div 1 the Div 4 top of the table clash between Glenunga.
As we found out with the Mixler last year, and with like anything with new technology and that, it just, you are going to have a few hiccups from time to time, and we just got to work through the little hiccups that do occur from time to time, and you come through the other end.
Well, Hose, how about we pack up and you go buy me a beer?
I think that's a bloody good idea. And I've probably got a sticker because I'm right over someone's driveway all day today.
Okay,
so,
well, that seems silly, but anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us once again on South Australian Amateur Football Network. What do we call it again?
I'm play-by-play.
South Play-by-Play. SA Footballer TV. That's Matchball, mate. Yeah, all good. All right. So thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week from TJ Hode and Darcy and Emmanuel. Thanks for joining us. See you next week.
Hooroo.